Alrighty. Hello, hello. I don't know if I'm popping up live yet, but no, ads. Ads, that's what it is. So, Mizrak, hello, hello. I see you was here. Thank you for being here. Let's see. How are you feeling today? I'm bringing up the chat here. Let's see. Now I can see myself. It's now popped on because I can't when I look here. It's a black screen. But all right. Nobody cares about my explanations, I'm sure. So we're gonna Sir Daniel. Gonna wait for Sir Daniel to get in here because tonight, we do the talk with the podcast. Let Sir Daniel talk to us about some stuff. When we're done with the talk, then we open it up. I'll open up for the free readings when I'm done. When we're done, so it could be anywhere from half an hour to an hour. Just depends. Just like if I'm doing, a collective reading or something. So we're going to talk first, and then the readings will be after. You are Erica. You are. I'm sorry. You are you. How you? I know, probably a dumb question. How you feeling? I feel like crap. But I mean, are you doing all right with it? I don't know what your beliefs are. If you've gotten, if you got the shots or not. Or I don't know. But I hope you're all right. I hope you're all right. I don't know how to wear this damn hat. I got it, and I still haven't repeated a hat yet. But I don't know this damn hat. But I chose a black hat today on purpose again. There's a reason I'm wearing a black hat. When I wear a black hat, you guys usually know mean something. Something going down or ending or something or over or something, right? When I wear a black hat. That's what it is. So let's see. Oh, sorry. Eric, I'm sorry. You said a buttery biscuit. From where? Isn't it Popeyes or is it Church's? Which one had the biscuits that are all buttery? Is it? Maybe both. One of them has the good. No, Red Lobster biscuits. Those are pretty good too. But I'm not a biscuit person. I don't care about them to get. But when they're all buttery and a little crisp, yes, those are good. I can't remember. Is it? I think it's. I want to say Church's. Maybe it's. I think it's both. Anyway, because Kentucky Fried Chicken ones are just plain and boring, but I do like their chicken. Extra crispy. People tuning into a tarot channel like, what they talking about biscuits for? Give me a damn reading. I don't want a biscuit. I want a tarot card. Well, hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. No, it's coming later. Ads are still playing on the damn thing. Which, thank you. I mean, well, my own don't count, but everybody thinks if ads play, we're making all this money. Nope. Nope. They don't cut your check unless it's $100 or more. So I haven't gotten a check in a while, but from YouTube, that is. It's just, anyways, you need like pretty much thousands of views in order to really, anyway, which is coming. Putting it out there. It's coming. Look. Oh, I just probably woke up my cat behind me. My kitten. You see her? I keep saying her, him. He's right there sleeping right on the blanket there. Do you see him? Wait. It's weird. Do you see him that way or do you see him this way? Which way do you see him better? I'm asking myself, really, because I'm turning around looking to see. That way. That's weird because I said mirror my camera because if you don't mirror it, it's like reverse or backwards. So it should be. Maybe I should uncheck. Anyways, anyways, it's hard because when you Unless you've done it, it's hard to explain what I'm trying to say. And I don't feel like this is straight. But IUD, hello, hello. All right. I'm just waiting for Sir Daniel to come in so he can do the talk, and I'll, going to do the tarot after. I have this deck of tarot cards sitting here that I just haven't used yet. It's brand new, but I haven't because, again, for instance, like if I cover it up, what is that? I don't know. Now do this. I don't know what that is. But can you even see that? What it says on the bottom is, why do you write light stuff on light stuff? Why do people do that? Why not make it easier to damn well read what it is? It's like, what is that card? I don't know. So that's why I haven't used this deck yet. Oh, it's a Queen of Wands. Okay, well, I can kind of see it now. Well, in a way. This looked like an old Queen of Wands. It's terrible. What kind of Queen of Wands this look like? Or this is. Anyway. Now what do you suppose that one is? Yes. Oh, okay. That's a good one. That's a good drawing for this card, in my opinion. It's not scary. There you go. I kind of told you what it is. Because a lot of cards, it could be scary for some people to see it. That's a good drawing for this. Okay, now, okay. That's a devil. She's the devil. Right? It's not scary looking, but it does make you kind of understand, in a way, some things. Because I could use this deck because I'm not doing a whole reading. If I was doing a whole reading, I have to pick up every card and look at, no. But just to answer questions, maybe it'd be fine for that. I think it will. I don't know where Sir Daniel is, you guys. I'm waiting for him. Let's see. He has an announcement to make tonight. Okay. He says he will be on shortly. All right. Thank you. I'm saying thank you like you. I don't know if you can hear me, Sir Daniel, or not, but all right. I don't know if he's on yet or not, but I'll just text back. Okay. Thank you. I'm talking to my phone. I'm talking to you. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who I'm talking to. All right. Let's see. I'm just talking. All right. I'm just going to do a quick couple card collective. What is today? Saturday, Sunday. This is for next week. Let's just grab a couple cards to see what comes out with this deck. I don't know if I did or didn't, but I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck. All right. You can do them right now if you want. Sir Daniel is not here. If you want to do it right now, if anybody wants to donate right now, you can until Daniel comes on. He said he'll be here in a moment, but I don't mind doing it until he gets here if you wanted to. But just let me know. Wait, love messages. Okay, well, up to you. If you want to do later so that it's not like, not that I'm going to rush through it. Sorry, I messed with my hair. I straightened my hair today. And so I'm going to be, I'm not used to just going like that with your hands or your hair. Because my hair is naturally like curly wavy. And it gets stuck if it's, but it feels weird to have anyways, nobody cares. Probably. I should stop saying that. Because what do people do? If I keep saying no one cares and no one's going to care, everyone cares. Let me grab a couple messages. I'm not seeing a couple of cards. I'm not seeing Daniel. I'm not seeing an answer from that. So let's just grab a few. The week ahead. Just grab a couple cards for the week ahead. How's the days? What? How? Really? Huh. All right. I got the magnifying, and I'm looking with the magnifying glass over here. So ridiculous. Okay. All right. The truth might be coming out for some of you this coming week ahead. And I don't know what this involves. There's two queens sitting here. And it could be two different people, two different energies, you know, or it can just be more so some meanings behind it. So looking at this, this feels like mental clarity is going to come. I don't know, some of you are deciding between two different people or what, or if you have things going on with this queen over here, that queen over here. I don't care if one's work, one's home, one's this. I don't know what it's about. But this does look to me like some people suppressing pain and sadness from past events. And I do want to say that sometimes if you're suppressing pain and from past, that's something to bring up and look at, because you got to go through it, you know, to get through it instead of carrying it around. Now, it does show a lot of inner strength. Maybe you're saying you're going to need a lot of strength this week. I don't know. But I feel like a lot of you guys, you have that inner strength. And we all have that inner strength. We really do. Everyone, you're strong, independent. You have that within you. Because a lot of people don't think of themselves as strong. And yes, you are. You got a lot of inner strength. I just want to say, make sure that you guys are setting goals, you know, and working towards those goals this week. So make sure this week you set goals. If you haven't already, if you have, then make sure you're working towards those goals this week. And if you do so, it just looks really good. That's just a quick little collective for the week ahead. All right. You did, Jay. I'm going to take you because Sir Daniel's not here. So let me take Jay. I'm sorry, I'm saying your name again. I just used to saying it. If you don't want me to say it, make sure you tell me do not say my name. Because when you guys change your screen names, I still say the old name. I'm sorry. Why am I putting these away? All right. Love messages. All right. Let's do some love messages. I don't remember what comes on love messages. No, I do. I remember some. I'll probably just give you extra. I don't know. Wait. I don't want to look it up. Somewhere. Let's see. Let me put these up here. Let me grab. I knew I should have grabbed these. There's two separate decks here. Let's see. I know there's some soulmate and there's some messages. I don't know what's. I better look it up because I want to give you what you donated for. What do I have under? I haven't done it in a while, so I'm sorry. Love messages. Okay, what did I put it as? Romance, angel, lovers, oracle, soulmate. Really? All right. All right. Ouch. All right. Let me go ahead and do this for Jay. We're going to start off with a romance. I think Sir Daniel's here now, but I'm sorry, Sir Daniel. I'm taking Jay because so let's see. Let me take Jay real quick. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And I forgot. Thank you, Jay. All right. Let's grab another romance angel, actually. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I believe we have more than one, though. But anyways, that don't matter. I don't know. Maybe there's just one. Who knows? You know, soulmate. I believe that there's different soulmates for different things. But I've said this. All right. Let me grab you a soulmate oracle. You are my peaceful space. Very nice. You're here, Sir Daniel. I see it now, but I was waiting, so I figured I'll take the donation now from IUD. Let's see. And I forgot to timestamp the quick little collective. Dang it. Because I wasn't going to do all this. I didn't know, but let's see. It was around 510 for that collective. I'm just making notes for myself. Sorry, Jay, for later. And then it's lovers. I'm going to pull one of these heart ones, and you got this one. Trust. It says, transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. You know, that's true. You know, once we just accept things for what it is. I mean, there's things you don't have to accept everything. Don't get me wrong. But there's some things that just, hey, you know what? It's just accept it, and it's just better off. But other things, no. No, it depends on what it is, right? You don't want to accept things that's just, anyways. I'm going to grab one of these Lover Oracle also. I can't take it anymore. What? What can't you take anymore? My beauty? My mouth? What? Which one? What you can't take no more? Anyways, there you go, Jay. That was the answer from you to them, whoever it is. Because Jay's a model. IUD is a model. All right, let's see. Thank you, IUD. And I hope everything is going good for you. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Let's get Sir Daniel. All right. Hello.
Hello.
How you do?
Howdy.
I was saying, how you do? Oh, you got the
I
hat.
saw I saw you had a hat when I got on into the backstage, so I went and grabbed mine.
Very nice. Thank you. I like it. I'm wearing a black hat today because you know why? Black is, funeral or ending of something. So I chose the black hat today. All right, so Daniel, let's give it over to you. And thank you for being here.
Thank you. Um, yeah, I usually wear a hat at funerals too, but I grabbed mine because you have yours. But yeah, it's
No,
funny you
black.
said
I
it.
meant I meant a black hat because it's the ending of something today.
Yeah. Um. So hello everyone. Hope you all are having a good night so far. Um. So I spoke with Jill this earlier this week, and we unfortunately, I won't be able to continue to do this weekly like I have been or bi-weekly. So yeah, I'm going to be taking a break for a while and take care of things that I need to take care of. I got responsibilities that just keep popping up more and more, so um, I have to address them, and unfortunately, that's going to take time and effort. And I believe I've talked a lot about sacrifice, and unfortunately, um, when it comes to sacrifice, if you can't choose to let go of something, even if it's good and you enjoy it, then you have no choice in what it is that you lose later. So, um, unfortunately, I do have to spend the time that I have here to address these things. Um, so I'm going to bring Jill's back. Uh, because we're going to get into a topic tonight. Um, the topic of tonight is, can we escape? And by that, we're talking about what a lot of people call the Matrix, um, because it exists in a way, not the way they depict in the movies, and not the way they say, oh, simulation theory or anything like that. It's a little bit more practical, but it is real. It is something that we live through all the time. It's that societal structure that we have, the cultural structure that we have. Um, kind of like almost like a meta life, if you want to call it that. So that's what we're going to talk about, and we're going to be talking about Yuri Bezmenov. I don't know if anyone knows who he is. Um, he was a prominent figure that defected from the KGB when the Soviet Union was still up and around. Um, and he went to Canada and he shared his experiences while he was in the KGB, and one of which that I would like to really you know, put a limelight on, which is the destabilization of a country. So there's a lot to cover, but I think we can do it within an hour or 30 minutes maybe. Um, but I think y'all will find this interesting because it is something that we're living through today.
What is the name of the person you said? I didn't catch it. I was crossed over there.
Yuri Bezmenov. I don't
I
remember his
kill
middle
you
name.
again. Why are you always calling me names? Every time I come on a live stream, you was always calling me names. Dang it. All right. But no, it sounds Yuri, but I mean that name, I'm sure a lot of people have that name, but I don't know.
I think his last name or middle name was Alexandrovich, but I can't be certain on that.
You call me a bitch now too?
No,
You're like, yep. Hey, the shoe fits, but no. All right.
it's a
But
Cinderella.
yeah. Huh.
Yeah, no, he's just a guy that joined the KGB when he was a young man, some probably right out of high school if I remember right, and he his one of his first jobs actually was to make sure that anyone who came over to Soviet Russia, any foreign diplomats, they would be intoxicated the entire time they were there. That was his job.
That's a job of a lot of people to keep people drunk, especially in all those reality shows. But anyways, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. That those reality shows that they get a little crazy. It's all fabricated.
Yep.
You know what I mean? All you got to do is plant something in someone's head, like they
Give them
said this
free
about you.
drinks. You give them free drinks and you make a
That,
mess of themselves.
that's right. There's that too. But it kind of goes along the lines of what he actually was talking about, because he's someone I mentioned last week, um, when I was talking about the destabilization of a country, and I said I would have to do some research, right? Um, I did a little bit of digging, and you can find them easily. Um, it's at least it is for me, because I've seen them before and I've looked them up before. So maybe a little digging for you guys. But he talks about in an interview back in 1984, I think, where it's about an hour long, and he talks about what they do and how they accomplish it. So he's talking about this even back then, which means that we are probably going through it now if they've been implementing it. And I
He said
strongly
if he
believe,
was talking about it way back then, do you know how many people probably thought he was crazy?
I'm
I
sure,
mean, even now still, but not as bad. More people are just waking up more to things. I think they're more open to it. I think now than they were back in way back then. You talking
oh
about
yeah,
40, almost 40 years ago? That's what 38 years ago, something like that. You're talking a
yeah,
long time ago, almost 40 years ago, something like that. That's crazy. That's a crazy to think that he's been talking about the whole damn time. Is he still alive? He's still talking
I don't
about it?
I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't look that part up. I think he did die,
oh.
because there's no recent pictures of him. So um, yeah, he probably did. I mean, he was past his prime, probably in his 50s when he was talking about this in the 80s, right? So I'm sure if he was still around, he'd be around 100 years old.
And say his last name. I'm sorry. One more time. I was Yuri. What?
Bezemenov, it's Bez.
That's close enough. It's coming up with just BE. So thank you.
Okay.
Okay, got him. And Alphonse. Hello, Alphonse. How have you been?
Hey, Alphonse.
You know what Alphonse told me? He said, "You know what? Good. Get Daniel out of there. I want to be in there anyways and do this." I'm just playing. I'm just. Alphonse like, "What? I didn't say that. What?"
I'll arm wrestle you for it.
He didn't even hear the announcement. I don't know if he was here.
No, yeah, he didn't. He didn't hear it. Yeah, and my tonight may be the last night that y'all see me for a little while. I mean, negotiations. If they're in Jill's favor, you may see me again next week. But um, yeah, so I will be taking a break because I got to take care of responsibilities in life that have been popping up more and more. One of which is, like I actually had an issue with fraud, and I had to take care of it. So, that's just one thing, and there's many more. And I know that's a little much to share, but it's like, I wanted to show the
No, it's
seriousness of it.
not. You know,
So,
well, you know me. I'm open and whatever. People like you tell too much. Well, whatever. That's not telling too much that you going through stuff like that at all.
yeah.
I mean, it's nice because it makes you more human. You going through stuff too. You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and you'd be surprised at just what someone's going through when you're walking by them on just heading doing your own business
You
throughout
don't
the
even know
day.
if they have a place to live. You know,
And
you don't know if they have food. You don't know if they
and
ate today
you
or
know,
yesterday. So it's
and
just one of those things. Be kind.
hmm
I know it's a whole nother thing, but be kind, y'all. All right.
you'd be surprised that many of them are smiling too.
Yeah.
You
Usually
would.
they say that the ones that don't have as much are more giving than the ones that have a lot. And
Yes,
you know,
they do say
not
that.
everyone is like that, you guys. I'm not talking about everybody that has money or everybody that doesn't have. I'm just saying they say in general, but yeah,
Yes, they do say that. And
yeah,
a part of it is because, someone who does grow up poor realizes that you aren't going to get a whole lot, throughout. It's the things are just handed to you. So when they grow up, even when they do get
mhm,
successful, they will be more likely to help and give to someone they see and feel needs it.
yep,
That is true. I have seen it a lot.
yep. I totally agree with that. Yeah,
When you talk to people and you actually ask the right questions, you'll get to know their background. And you know, you practice it enough, you can hear someone's whole life in 10 minutes.
yep.
In ten
This is
minutes
true.
time. So, but yes, I wanted to talk about Yuri because he talks about what I forget what they call it, but one of the names that they do call it is psychological warfare. uh,
That's the shit going in my head every day. No, I'm just playing. Just, well, I got anxiety. No, okay. Fair.
what it is it's a form of brainwashing, and they do it in a 15 to 20-year span in order to infiltrate the culture of a country and teach an entire generation of people ideals that would destroy the country from within. And these people end up growing up to become the leaders of our country. Not necessarily implanted in, but, you know, what happens when people grow up and the people who used to fill those roles grow old? They have to be filled, right? And if you teach enough people the ideals that would destroy a country and destabilize it, in 15 to 20 years' time, they are going to fill those roles and they're going to implement things that will hurt us. They will. And you're starting to see the aftermath of it even now in our own country, in America. You can see it in Canada. You can see it in Australia. You can see they didn't report it, but there were riots recently in France. So it's a global thing. It's not just localized, it's a global thing that they've been doing for a while. The first step is the 15-20 year plan, and it's called demoralization. Okay. I just explained all of the first step to you just now. The second step is where these people will go into, after they're grown up, will go into these roles, implement these plans, and they call that, actually, I don't remember that part. But the next step, that's a 2 year process, by the way. The next step they call crisis, which is another 2 to 3 year step. A whole country will start to rip itself apart. And you've seen this in Venezuela recently, where they start to promise things and tell you, we'll save you from this. We're going to save you from this. All you have to do is follow us, right? Which leads into normalization, the last step, where they promise you a utopia, where they give you with everything you want. But in reality, they're lying to you, and they're actually taking things, all of your freedoms away from you. And you see this right now in China. China is going through it right now. With the CCP in control, they treat their citizens as second class. And they take all of the information that you would find on the internet and censor that. So they don't know what's going on in the outside world. Right? And if you don't believe it, you can also look at North Korea, because they're doing the same thing. Kim Jong-un, I think it's Kim Jong-un, he has complete control over the citizens of his country. And they think to a degree that he's a deity. And if you don't believe that, all you have to do is look at all the cults in history of people following something that you wouldn't yourself. But the only reason why it worked so well is because they isolated them.
Wait, where we're going with all this? What, am I lost or something? Or like what? Maybe.
You might be.
I must be. Yep.
Where I'm going with it is they will tell their people lies, and they will tell the people outside of their country lies.
Who's they?
Whoever it
Them?
is that's in power.
Yeah, them, right?
Yeah,
Them.
them.
Yeah.
The upper brass of the Soviet Union, they would lie to their people all the time and ship out nothing but propaganda, because all they wanted to show was a show of strength, that they had it under control, when in reality it was all in shambles. If you didn't know, in China the pollution is horrible there. There was a guy he was viral on the internet for a while because he was selling bricks of dirt that he vacuumed out of the air.
No.
With a vacuum cleaner.
Sorry. I know people bought it too, because the people
And they
bought,
bought him.
gosh.
I
That's the
swear to you.
same as there is a girl on one of the shows that I was watching before, a reality.
Mm-hmm.
She fart in a jar and sells it.
Oh my gosh.
And made hella money. She made hella. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm sure it happens, because there's a thing called gamer girl pee that people
Really?
buy. I swear to you.
Have you bought it?
No.
What do they do with it? They
I
drink
don't
it, or
know.
like what do they do with it?
It's not. That's not for me. Like, you do what you want with it, but and leave me out of it, because I'm not into that.
I'm not
I
either,
don't
but
even know.
you mentioned it.
I don't know if it was real. Like, it
Yeah.
could be apple juice and orange juice mixed together,
Yeah.
or
And that's what I
something. I
wondered
don't
too.
know.
Is she actually farting in a jar, or is she just giving a jar? Like what is she? What?
I don't
But
know.
she said she made good money off that, doing that
And
feet pics. I'm like, what?
people buy bath water. People sell some of the
Yes.
craziest things. And here's another one. There are people
I'm thinking, no, don't. I need to start farting in jars and selling my feet pics. I don't know what is going on here, but we got to pay Daniel. That's why he's leaving. We're not paying him. He's not making. We got to pay him to be here, y'all. So if we get some so we can pay down there to be here. That might be nice. I might have to start farting in a jar. I don't know. You know, we need
Just
his
to keep me
advice.
around.
Yes, gonna make me fart in a jar to keep you around. The This is not right. Nicole,
Um,
Shania, and Aaliyah. Hello, hello.
there are people who sell jars of air. They'll go out into a field and they'll get these like butterfly nets, and they'll take the net off, put plastic on it, and then wave it around like they're doing a spell or something. I don't know. And then they'll put it into the jar and like push the bag into the jar to trap this air. And they sell it on the internet, and people buy it.
Now,
But
air is free.
you know
You
who
gonna
does buy
buy
it?
air?
You know who does buy it?
You gonna
People
for
that
what?
live in highly polluted areas like Athens, Greece, China,
Are you serious?
Mexico.
Like what? They buy and just like it's like
They
inhale it? Like
just so they know what it smells like, and somewhere else in England, in the fields of England.
alrighty. You know, I mean, to each their own. You know. All right.
It
Sorry, I went
works.
off with the fart in the jar and stuff. Sorry about that. We gotta
If
keep Daniel
anyone
around somehow.
if anyone tells you that you can't put a price tag on anything,
Hey,
I'm that there's a lot you can put a price tag on.
ridiculous.
Where does the line? Where do we draw the line? I don't know yet, because we seem to have not crossed it.
I guess now people got money to burn, so you know what? Let them burn it.
But that's one of the ways they get you too, is consumerism, right? They always want to have you get to a place where you need something,
Yeah.
right? You just need this new thing that's coming out. You need the new iPhone. You
No.
absolutely need the new iPhone.
No.
Are you kidding? Are you sure? Okay, let's send you an update where your iPhone's a little slower.
Yes,
They
that's
got,
what they do to people. I don't have an iPhone. I
they
have
got,
Android, but I wait
they
till
get
mine's
caught.
broken.
They got caught for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was in the news for a minute.
Yeah. Because my
So
son stuff, yeah, had iPhones and would have to upgrade it. And would like I have had my same damn phone. You went through three already with your damn
yeah,
iPhone. I don't get this, but yeah,
yeah, it's amazing how much of a grip they have on us. You know, like I said, we really do live in the Matrix. We really do, in a way.
in a way,
In a
yeah,
way.
yeah. See, I think a lot of people take it wrong when they say we're in the
Mhm.
like what they don't get it because they're thinking it's a whole different like
What are we, a
I don't
computer
know. It's
simulation?
yeah, you know, I don't know what they're
Yeah,
thinking, but I think that they're thinking it in a different way, so they're not understanding what we're saying when we say we're living in the matrix. They're taking it as like the movie, or you're in a whole nother, and you're no, it's
no.
all happening here right now, not somewhere else, or the matrix right here. You know, yeah,
And in a way, it's harder to grasp too, which is weird,
yeah,
right? In a
it
way,
is.
it's harder to understand the real Matrix we're in. Um, it's even harder to explain. I mean, how do you explain green to a blind man? How do right?
Yeah,
There's even a story, or I believe an analogy where they say, there are three men in a cave, and all the experience of the outside world are shadows that are cast onto the wall. That's all they see. One day, one man escapes and he goes outside and he sees the world for what it is, and he freaks out. And he goes back inside the cave and he tells the two other men, what he saw, and they don't believe him. But he did see the world for what it really was. It wasn't just shadows. It was people like you and me, dogs, cats, you know, things that you and I would see every day, but they don't believe him because they've never seen it.
right.
You
Huh.
can't describe something that's indescribable.
Yes, this is true.
So it's very hard. But I do hope that we do, like, at least give you an idea of what kind of like metasphere that is our culture and our society, that surrounds us, I hope you get to at least see a glimpse of what that is, because it really does control our lives a lot more than we would want. And we are the ones who can influence it. And by doing nothing, you're influencing it.
I have stopped watching so many. I used to watch different shows, a lot of shows and different things, or well, that was my downtime. Like, okay, in the evening, I'll watch my shows and snack or whatever, right? But
Yeah.
you know how they do that cliffhanger or the this so that to get you to watch next time, and they pull you in, or let's do this, or like I said, if it is reality, it's supposed to be reality. It's supposed to be real stuff. It's not, because they feed them the alcohol. They all the alcohol, and then they act stupid or they
Hmm.
tell them lies. She's talking about behind your back. You should say something to her, and then she goes and whatever it is. It's not real. Like things are not, even things on TV that are supposed to be real is not real.
Right.
And it's like, damn, is anything real? I mean, am I real? I don't know. I might be made up. I don't know.
It makes you question reality.
Yeah.
It really does. And in a lot of ways, you could say that Big Brother gaslights us all the time. What do you mean you don't understand this? I'm telling you. What do you mean? What do you mean there's something under beneath what I'm saying? I'm telling you everything. All
mm,
there is to know. We're
hmm
in an information war with people who are putting out misinformation,
hmm
fake news.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it comes from all sides. It's not just one bad guy. There's multiple bad guys.
And what are they hiding? I'm sorry. Before I forget, I was gonna say, what the hell is being hidden to us? Because why all of a sudden all the alien stuff come, like it's just bombarded with alien ships, what are they cover? What are they hiding?
Right,
Because,
right.
because all this is coming out. There's something else going on in the background that we're not seeing, or they're hiding something. Because all of a sudden this is being pushed. All of a
Yes,
sudden,
yes.
it's been here for years. Why all of a sudden now?
Whether it's real or it isn't,
And
doesn't matter.
I've said it before, and I'm saying it again. That dang it, the alien
Hmm.
ships is us. It's us. I don't care. I don't really believe that it's from other planets and other. I believe there's life out there, yes, but I believe a lot of this bull crap is done here, whether it's underwater, whether it's underground. But I think there's a lot of shit going on, and a lot of stuff going on underground, or underwater, or whatever, not from other planets. In my opinion, I've said it before. I bet these UFOs is just us, either from the future or just us. Maybe not from the future, us doing stuff and testing things out. And that's why they crash. That's why we see them, because they mess up, in my opinion, or whatever. And they could be doing it just to see how we react. Let's send a UFO out, see how people react. Let's do it, see how
Hmm.
I don't know. And I think they're unmanned. I think they're like big ass drones. But anyways,
It is likely to be true. Very
and when they
likely to
say,
be
"Oh, we
true.
have no technology like this on Earth," really? Because how'd that just get in the air?
It is very likely to be true because they do hide technology from us that is 10 to 15
Yes.
years ahead of what we currently have
Oh, I
in
bet it's
mass
long, but it's
populace.
probably more than that. I think it's more than that. 10, 15 years, my ass. I way
Could
more than
be.
that.
It could be.
Because look
We
at the
really don't know.
UFOs. The UFOs. I'm sorry, but I think that's us.
We really don't know. And
We don't.
the only thing we do know is about it really is we've been seeing these things since World War II. That is
Probably since
when
before. No, I don't know.
maybe, but that we have definitive evidence that since World War II, we've been having a lot of reports of UFOs in the sky.
Yes, and I believe this could be from Atlantis. I don't know. Maybe when Atlantis and this, maybe they made, maybe there's some left underwater, underground, still left over. I don't
Hmm.
know. We don't know. I honestly though, I used to always think they were from other planets. So now I don't. I just don't. I believe there's life out there. I just don't. I don't know.
Would they really be bothered with us?
That's was I was starting to think that I'm like, do they really give a what? Come on.
Because Neil deGrasse Tyson says this himself.
He
Like
does?
He does.
I
If
love him. I didn't know he said that. Oh,
think about it this way, okay? You know, and I'm going to use a lot of his words, so I'm
good.
paraphrasing here. Um, think of a greater intelligence than ours, right? They would see us as we would see ants on the
Yes.
ground,
Ain't got time for him.
and got time for them, right? If we did make contact, and he says this himself, and I'm paraphrasing, and it's not, a direct quote. He says this himself. If we were to meet them and send our smartest people to talk to them, they'd be like, "Oh, that's cute. You know how to do astrophysics and quantum mechanics, and you're making quantum computers and you've made AI. Oh, that's adorable because our 2-year-old can do that too."
Can you imagine that's really how it is? I mean, it might be. It probably is.
Yeah,
It probably is.
it
Oh
may
my
be,
God.
but there's a darker side to it too, and there's a theory called the dark forest theory, and it's based off of the book The Dark Forest, right? So in these books, it is described how he believes that the universe actually is through fictional stories, right? And it makes sense because, we have predators and prey on Earth right now, right? There are animals that are specifically to eat the, plants and all of that. And then there are animals that eat them specifically, right? We know this. What we don't know is how far it goes. And if there does exist life that is more intelligent than ours, we know that they would probably be hostile. And here's why. You can see it in human history. Every time and a civilization that is more advanced than the other finds the other civilization, they wipe them out completely, almost
Wait,
genocidally.
but that's on Earth.
Sure,
That's humans.
sure.
Doesn't mean it's other life forms.
Maybe not. Maybe they have grown,
Because
compassion greater than
right,
ours. Maybe they
I
have.
think humans have that more that mind, that selfish, that I doubt they do. Oh, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I do think that's a part of the duality of humanity. Like there is the side of us that is compassionate, and more spiritual, and then there's the other side of us that's more logical and more commanding,
Can you imagine
tyrannical.
if we were two different species and the assholes were one species and the ones with good hearts like us are the different species? Wouldn't that be something to
But yeah,
find
wouldn't it be
out?
something? Like
You
that,
know,
maybe there are lizard people. You never know. But what the dark forest theory says is like, if there wasn't a civilization that was greater and more advanced than ours that could, was capable of traveling the stars, who's to say that they aren't predators? In that
sure.
universe, there are two types of civilizations: those who stay quiet and those who prey upon other civilizations. They'll get some sort of signal from some place and then they'll go over there and eradicate it.
But how do we know that for sure from other planets? Because it's
We
not been
we
proven.
don't.
Right.
That's
It's
the
not been
thing.
proven. So
That
that's the
that
thing. It's been proven
that's
on Earth. It's not
yeah.
been proven, you guys, for other life out there. Earth
Yeah.
humans are assholes. It's different. So I'm sorry. And other planets, maybe they're assholes too. Maybe they're nice. We don't know. But it'd be so cool to find out.
Yeah. That's probably why it's so alluring. Like it's because it is unknown.
Yeah.
And wouldn't it be nice to travel the stars,
Yeah.
within your lifetime and the
And maybe we
lifetime of
do.
your loved ones.
Maybe that's what we do when we go to the other side. Maybe we travel all around and see everything and figure. Hope to God that we do. I believe we find out everything, but who knows? Maybe we just get reborn again. I don't know. you know.
Have you ever watched a movie called Jupiter's Ascending?
No, but I remember you talking. I think you mentioned that, and I actually parts of it. Is that Channing Tatum?
Channing Tatum is in it, yes.
Okay,
And
I don't know
so
why.
the
How would I remember that? He's not like a favorite of mine or anything. How would I? I must have
well,
seen parts of it.
Mila Kunis is in it too.
Yes,
Yeah, and she plays the main character. Um,
I think I saw parts. I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
it's written by the Wachowski brothers who did the Matrix movies.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is.
it is.
Okay, let me
Well,
write it.
they're no longer called the Wachowski brothers, by the way.
Oh wait, actually, I think I have the movie, and that's why I say I think I've seen. I don't remember because I don't actually think I saw it. I
It's
have
kind of
it. I was going
forgettable.
to watch it. I may have
It,
watched like a preview or
yeah,
something, but I downloaded it when I was downloading movies. I paid for it. All
I
right, let's
mean,
see.
if I'm quite honest with you, their movies have taken a downturn since they actually transitioned. Both of them are trans female now.
What?
Yes.
What? Wait,
Yep.
wait, you talking? We're talking about the actors.
The Wachowski brothers that
Oh,
are
they
sisters
are.
now.
They
Yes,
are. They both
they are. They
decided
both
to
are.
do that, or they both, whatever they did. They both did.
Yes, they both did.
That's
Hmm.
different. That they
They've
both.
been out for a while about it. In fact, and they've even said that the red pill in the movies was it based off of the red pill that they actually took in real life that had estrogen hormones in them. I swear to you. I, I swear.
Wasn't
But
it blue and a red or something?
I'm sorry.
Was one blue, one red, or wasn't there a blue
Yes.
and a red? I
Yes.
don't remember because it's been years since I watched The Matrix, but I want to watch it again. But
It's very good. Um,
yeah,
but but their movies have taken a downturn since then, since they transitioned, and I think a lot of it has to do with their psyches that are at war with themselves. They've lived their life for so long as this, and now they're this. That really hurts your psyche.
and it's too bad though that you said the movies have taken a turn for the word. It shouldn't matter. I don't care what you are. I don't care what you do with yourself. Just make the good movies.
Yeah,
You know. Same
yeah.
with any of the music singers. Oh well, this singer is an asshole, so I'm not going to listen to his music. I don't care if he's an asshole. I just want to listen to
Chad
music.
Kroger from
Huh?
Nickelback. Chad Kroger from Nickelback.
What
Perfect
about him?
example.
Oh,
He's a
is he
he's
an
a
ass?
yeah, he's an asshole in real life.
Is he? I didn't see. I
Yes.
didn't know that, but now, oh, see, but it does change a little. When you find something out and you listen to the song, it does. You don't enjoy it as much, so it
Yeah,
does. It's weird. It does do something with the head a little bit.
it
Figuring,
does.
yeah,
But the thing is they aren't bad people. They're actually the Wachowski sisters now. I it's hard. Um,
yeah.
they aren't bad people, but you can see it in their work that they're having troubles in their life. And Jupiter's Ascending has a great premise. Okay, great premise, and the execution was subpar, but it was still a decent movie, and it was forgettable. And the reason was because they put so much in it all at once. It should have been broken down into multiple parts, in my opinion. So there's a lot to that. But the premise of the movie is this woman, she ends up being royalty, reborn, genetically perfect to a version of herself that was a queen of humanity, right? But not just any queen, intergalactic queen of humanity. Okay, genetically perfect in every way, and she ends up getting hunted down by multiple sects of, and no, not sects, by the way, like sections, um, multiple sects of the human, uh, you know, government or whatever that is intergalactic are hunting her down for their own purposes, and they so happen to be related to her in some way. Um, Typically, they're her children. The thing is they have lived for thousands of years because of a process that they do, and Earth is a part of it, where they grow humanity on these planets, and they get to a fever pitch in population, and then they go and harvest them and turn them into serums that grant immortality.
Why do people want immortality so damn bad? I don't want immortality. Why the hell would I choose to live on this damn earth another couple hundred years or whatever they wanted, or thousands of years? Why? I want to see what's on the other side. I don't get it.
Well, immortality is a hell in itself because you live long enough to see all of your loved ones die,
Yeah.
and eventually you'll have nothing left. You may even see the end of the universe, which is,
My, you just
it's
mentioned that. And hi, Linksy.
heartbreaking.
How you doing, Linksy? My neighbor. Well, there's an older couple, right? And he passed away. And everybody knows him because he walks every day and he keeps an eye on the neighborhood. And anyways, so she's alone. And they're in their middle to upper 80s or whatever. And
Yeah, yeah,
no children, no
yeah.
nothing. No, and she said that she's alone because everybody around her died. And so
Yep.
what is the fun in that? You know? I guess you meet new people, you get new connections, but to live forever and to all the deaths that you would have to go through and all that, I
Even
don't
if
know.
you were to fall in love again, they would probably die too.
Yes. And I guess you just get used to it then, I don't know.
Would you still be wanting that human connection, even if it's
Uh,
available?
I see, I'm already tired of it now. So I can't imagine another 100 or 200 years.
And there are stories that do explore that, and one of them is a TV show that was canceled. It's called Forever, and it's about a guy who is immortal, and every time he dies, he wakes up in a river somewhere naked, having to scramble to get
Yes.
clothes.
This sounds familiar. You sure it was called
Yeah,
Forever? Because that don't
it's
sound
called
familiar.
Forever.
That sounds. I remember that. He would die in like what? Just wake up in the water or something, a river or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Those shows are so cool. I don't know why they get canceled. Is it because they don't want them on air? I don't know what the deal is. But
There's a
those
lot
are
a lot of
also
reasons.
those
There's
are
a
those
lot of
are I
reasons.
like those.
I don't know why that one got canceled actually, but I just know about it, and they do explore that where he has trust issues with people, and it was because he accidentally shared a secret with someone he trusted very deeply, and she betrayed him, and it was his first wife.
Mm, yeah.
Yep.
That's gonna do it.
So,
He's gonna be ruined the rest of his life.
yep,
I hate to
and
say it like that, but it does. It kind of does. Kind of, in
it's
a way, ruins a person a little bit.
it really does. It does corrode a person. It's trauma,
Yeah.
and people do experience it for real. So it is relatable. That's what made one of the reasons why that show was pretty good, is
Yeah.
because he
Did you
was
ever
going
see
through
the
relatable things.
4400? That was a good
Mm,
show.
I don't think so. I've never really been a big fan of TV shows.
Yeah.
So, and a part of that is because, I am a big fan of stories. So I do like TV shows, certain ones, and I do like movies. But where I found myself mostly was either books or video games.
Yeah.
And
But the
I also,
4400 though is so cool TV show. It's a TV show that, written 4400
okay,
people disappeared from different time frames. One's from the 40s, one's from the 20s, one's from the 80s, one's from the 2000s. And then all of a sudden, all 4400 people are returned, like they're just put on right here, like in Florida.
uh-huh,
And they don't know where they're like
how'd
they're
they
not
get here?
missing time, they're not missing anything. To them, no time has gone by. 4400 people. And it's so interesting. It was just such a good show.
Is
But
that's what it's called? I'll have to look that
yeah,
up.
the 4400. Yeah,
That
it
seems
was so
interesting.
good. Yeah. My family watched it. I watched it, like it was. And then anyways, they should have
Yeah, that does
continued with it.
that does seem interesting. I would probably have to
Yeah.
look that up. But the reason why I brought up Jupiter's Ascending was because you were talking how like it could be us, and it very well could be, and that's just one of the things to show you that people do think about this. They really do, and there are a lot of theories as to what it could be. We just know that it's real, but we also know people like you and me, Joe, that they're pushing this out so hard because it's a good distraction. So what is it that they're doing behind the scenes?
I want to know. I'm curious. I'm curious. I just want to know.
Greed is a powerful thing. It
Mm.
really is. And it's infectious, and that's why it's so effective for what
And it's
what it
evil.
is they're doing.
It's
It,
evil.
yeah, it is considered one of the great seven sins.
Mm-hmm.
The seven deadly sins. Mm. And for a good reason. It affects people in a really bad way a lot of the time. You see it.
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like when people get greedy. I can't. That's one of my huge pet peeves is when people get greedy. I cannot
Yeah,
stand it. Just like here I do free all the time, and when you're asking for more, I'm like, that's greedy. You know, I don't know. I don't like it because they're out there paying for other things, yet they want to get 5 questions for free. I don't get it. In a way, some, not all, some people that are the greedy ones I'm talking about. All right,
yeah.
y'all
and
too
and
much.
you're just talking small scale there too, and just how much it
Yes.
affects us. Just the small scale things. But
Can you
what
imagine
about
on,
the
like you said, on the large? Oh my
yeah,
God.
on the large scale? We are seeing it with our own eyes, and they're doing a very very bad job at lying. They really are. The only thing they've been successful at is hiding it well enough for us to not know what's really going on, what it is that they're really doing. Why do they have to build these underground bunkers out in the middle of the mountains? Why do they do that?
I think every home should actually have an underground bunker. All
Mhm.
apartments, all homes, all this. I don't care. Start digging. Start
I,
digging, bitches. Because
I
I want an
mean,
underground bunker right here.
as nice as that sounds, you can't really do that in places like Florida because there's an underground aquifer here, and the water table is also pretty high in a lot of places. So because of that, you can't put basements in these houses. You can't. Yeah.
Oh, so
So
you
a lot of houses here
SOL.
don't have them.
SOL
Hmm.
in Florida.
Hmm. But you can in places like New Mexico, where it's dry and all that. So you can build a base out there, hundreds and hundreds of miles down, and end up having an intergalactic war underground that no one knows
Yeah.
about.
And you ask, you like, why are they building these bunkers? Well, because you know damn well that, hey, you
There's
see
something.
China getting all cozy with Russia.
Yeah. Yep.
We best watch out.
Yep.
Do I
And
need to
and
claim
they're
my Chinese side and go over to China? Because if those two gather against us, what's going to happen?
well, there's a lot to that I could unpack there. For one, you know how Russia has been at war with Ukraine for a little while.
Yeah.
Um, China is planning to do the same with Taiwan.
Well, so what? They just buddying up to see how it went? I mean, come on. Maybe, but I don't know. It started to get me a little worried. Like, and I don't usually pay attention to that, but when I see that, I'm like, what is China doing with Russia right now?
Right.
Because we know they both don't like us.
There's
So
a
I
lot of
don't know.
reasons to not like us.
Yeah. So
Not a
I
lot of
don't know.
a lot of reasons to not like them either. You know.
Right.
Um.
But they make a lot of good shit, though. I'm sorry.
it-
China.
yeah. Yeah.
This hat,
Well,
for instance, is from there.
that's kind
All
of
the
our
hats
fault.
I'm getting, you guys, coming from China. Okay. Because I can find them at a good price. I'm going to get them from China. You
I
know.
actually think my hats are from elsewhere. My work hat that I normally wear, that is from Mexico. Um, the one hat that I used to wear a lot is from here, handmade. And then my
Oh,
other hat, the one you saw me wearing, I don't know where that came from, but I think it was made genuine Mexico. So both of my hats all of my hats are either from Mexico or here.
see, that's because you're not half Chinese like me and don't know where to find the good deals. You get a very special price. You buy from a direct from a China. It'll take a month to get here, but you get a hat very special price.
I'll
Just
tell
like
you
in
what.
China.
I'll tell you what though, Jill. It probably would be a good idea because if they decide to drop nuclear bombs, at least my clothes made from China would be lead lined.
You talk. See, we need underground bunkers. Now you gotta be thinking about that. Like, I got a little area right here, just a little tiny backyard area, and I could put a bunker in. How much does it cost to do that?
I don't know. I don't know. But if you don't mind being that lady that everyone knows is a doomsday prepper in the neighborhood, go ahead.
They probably all think I'm oddball anyway, so I really don't give a shit. But see, it's weird. Some things like that, I don't care. And other things on here, like I care. Isn't that weird? I mean, I guess everyone's like that, huh? There's some things we care about, some things we don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're all like that.
It's
What
weird
there are
because I
things that
care
really
what you
matter.
guys think because I need to care what a lot of people think on here because of what we're doing. We need to get the views. We need to get the this, whatever. But outside, I don't need views outside. I don't care what you think.
Yeah,
And I hate to say it that way. And it's too bad that the views matter. It's too bad that likes matter. It shouldn't. They should take away the likes, the view count, and just then, people don't know how good they're going. They don't know what's going. Da, 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 da. Yes, they will, because people will be leaving comments or whatever. But I think they need to take the likes away. I think it's too much pressure for a lot of people, and I think it messes up a lot of people in their head. So
you ever heard of a show called Black Mirror?
this is more Matrix stuff. But yes, I've heard of it. My son's mentioned it, but I haven't. I Isn't that like the Twilight Zone?
It kind of, yeah. They're
I've
all
heard it's
their
like,
own like separate stories. That
yeah,
every episode's different, and the
yeah.
same is true with I think Love, Death, and Robots. That's another really good one. But and you can find them both on Netflix. But the reason I mentioned Black Mirror is because they actually cover things like that where technology ends up becoming soulless and doesn't care about humanity and the traditions that have brought us to where we are today, and even the spiritual side of us is lost in it, and it explores that. And one of the episodes, there is a system that they follow, and it's very much like social media, right? And if after an interaction you are rated based on how many stars that like 1 to 5 stars, you are rated on how they felt about you. And if you are lower than a certain grade, you get harshly punished for it. And if you're higher than a certain grade, you'll be more popular. You'll have a lot more discounts in places, even you know um, you'll get treated better and get first class on airplanes and stuff like that.
I heard discount. Okay, sorry.
So, but yeah, like it explores that and how it would actually adversely affect us as humans, and um, it even explores, the main character has a brother who is lower on the grade scale, and the way he sees it is like he sees it as like unnecessary to follow this, and why would you do that? But he's on the outside; he's an outsider, right? And if in this universe, if you are blocked by somebody, all you see is the static outline of them. I swear to you.
Say what now?
Yeah. You aren't even acknowledged as a human being. You are a static outline of a human being. You
You
can't
a
hear what they
static
say.
outline of a human being. What you mean? You're just getting on me all night. What's going on? Okay. He's like my last night on here with your ass. I might as well say what I feel. All right. Damn. Okay. I hear you.
it's
I'm just
it's
messing
funny.
around.
It's funny what happens when you take things out of context, right?
Yeah. But that's done all the time. That's done
Oh
all
yeah.
the time. Anyways, yeah, whole nother subject. Yeah.
That's also a problem with short video formats like
Yeah.
TikTok and YouTube Shorts. You can take
And
something into,
text.
yeah, and text messages even, yeah, especially. I
Yeah.
hate texting. um,
Yeah.
but when you take something out of context, it can be misunderstood, and it's like a mistranslation, right? And we have a hard enough time talking to people face to face with getting across our message in the right way so that someone could understand what we're trying to say. We have a hard enough time as it is. Why do we have to make it worse for ourselves, right? But people do that, and they'll make a video and they'll crop it up off of a longer video of somebody saying something, and then it's taken out of context, and the source matter of the issue ends up becoming misconstrued. Now everyone's all confused, and no, you know it's a spiral, and it can be damaging to how we think and how we relate to each other.
What a perfect example. What are you saying? Just really quick. I saw they're just stars, whatever, that, like two different stars that are going through a divorce right now. That I didn't think would go through a divorce. No big deal, right? But the reason I'm interested is because she is, of course, Asian. But anyways, so right there, some people might know who I'm talking about.
Mm.
She's my cousin. But she going through this divorce, and she said something, right? And it's all over. Everybody taking it wrong because she accidentally said something wrong. She didn't
Mhm.
mean it that way, but now everybody hates her. It's all over everywhere. Even the media outlets are reporting what she's. I'm like, but she said I didn't mean it, and I believe her because what she said, like, okay, I got what she said, but she didn't mean it that way. But because anyways, it's a race thing, and she's Asian, but it's a race thing against black people. And why do they always do
Of
that?
course.
I don't know. I'm
You
sorry.
know
A
what?
lot of times it is a race thing. A lot of
I
times it is.
hate. Here's what I hate about what
In
you just
this
said.
case, I don't believe it's a racing at all, but they took it that way. And I'm like, oh my God, this woman's getting hated on for something that's not even what she meant. So
Here's
taken
what
out of
I
context is huge, you guys. Her whole life, her career is pretty much done. You know?
what I really
Because,
hate about what you just said is how well I predicted what you were about to say.
oh yeah,
I absolutely hate the fact that I knew before you
race.
even said it, it was
Yeah,
about black people.
race. Yeah,
I hate that. And the
me too.
reason is because, for one, I don't want to think that way. I don't like to think of people by the color of their skin. I like to
Right.
think of people by the merit of their character,
Right. Don't
right?
matter what color you are. We don't care if you're purple here. Just be
Yeah.
nice.
Are you a good person? I don't care if you're nice. I don't care if you're mean. Are you a good person deep down? Do you
Right.
actually care about the people around you that
Right.
you
And
interact with?
and that's not it, Erica, by the way. That wasn't it, by the way. There was nothing to do like that. It was just she was just saying how much she liked black people and stuff and black men. And I'm like, how does that get taken out of context? But anyways, it was a whole anyways. But yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I just hate how easily I predicted that, because it's just a way I don't like to think,
And the thing is,
and
her husband is black.
right. Yeah, that person, I think I know who you're talking about now.
Don't, yeah,
Because
let's
even
not say
I
it because
saw
I
it.
don't want to put it out. I don't want to talk about and put it out, but I'm just saying, it's ridiculous in come on, you guys, be better. You know damn well she didn't mean it like that. But everybody wants to, oh yeah, because people want to find something to be mad about. You know, you want to find a reason to hate people. Oh, because she's pretty and she's doing her thing. People want to hate her anyways. Then you put that on top of it or whatever it is. Let people be people, man. She didn't mean it that way, obviously. But anyways, it pisses me off because of how everybody's getting on her. And I don't know the girl. I don't know her personally. But it's like, come on. You know she didn't mean it that way. But anyways,
I I have to say that, and I'm going to give an example. This is kind of just like, made up one. If I was to say on this channel that,
don't don't do
listen,
it.
listen. If I was to say on this channel or anywhere else, okay, that saying I hate black people is wrong,
Oh,
could be taken out of context, because most of the time people blank and then they come back when they're
oh, and that
involved with
part, the
something.
certain part.
So if they didn't hear me say so beforehand, and then they heard I hate black people, they're
Yeah.
going to latch onto that and forget everything I say afterwards too, because
Yes.
they're not paying attention. And you can't make someone pay attention, right? A person
Right.
who's paying attention is either really good at, being sympathetic or empathetic and actually wants to be there, or that it is something that is important to them.
And
That's the
that's what they did.
times that people pay attention the most.
That's what they did. They showed a bit where she was on a show where she said it, right? But they didn't show
Hmm.
the rest. They only showed that little part, but they didn't show when somebody asked her, she goes, "No, not like that. That's not what I meant." And you could tell that's not what she meant or whatever. But what Erica's saying too, there's too much ignorance going on. I agree. A lot of
Hmm.
times people might make comments that they don't think is, ignorant, but it is. It is. And we got to learn. All of us, everyone's got to learn to do better, I think. But
Yeah,
at the same hand, you know damn well when people don't mean something, let's not jump on them for it. I don't get that part. People are so quick to jump on somebody for something. Like, relax. You know,
it's
shit.
it is a lower form of thinking too, and I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to. It is a lower form of thinking. You are thinking too much inside of a little box. You need to
Yeah,
broaden your scope.
it's almost if you're already in a negative mindset, you're gonna kind of you might just stay that in that negative mind. You might just stay in that type of thinking that way and everything is gonna come across as negative or as bad because you're already in that mindset.
Right, right. It's just something that we have to deal with now, because I'm not going to say that we have always been good at being able to like have a good attention span and actually pay attention to what someone's saying, because history would tell you that's wrong. But I am going to say that with the advent of technology, modern technology, and what we use it for, social media and entertainment, consumerism, and all of that, our attention span has lowered. Our empathy has lowered. The narcissism is on the rise.
We are
Isolation is
wearing
on the
out
rise.
our dopamine centers in the brain. I'm telling you guys, we're wearing
Oh
out our
yeah,
dopamine centers in the brain. Yeah.
oh yeah. And a lot of it has to do with this fast paced microwave style of society that we have now. Everything has to be quick. Everything has to be convenient. But the truth of the matter is it's not. It really isn't. If you live in a city and you work at a desk job making good money, and you have a good supermarket and your kids go to a good school, you're not going to see the side of life where people are actually growing the crops or growing the animals to get the food on the table. You're not seeing the truckers driving the hundreds of thousands of miles to make sure that they get their products to the right place. You're not seeing the trains. You're not seeing people going out and going into the sewers to make sure that those are still good and still working properly, so your houses aren't under quarantine because there was a blockage down there somewhere. it, there's a side of life that a lot of us aren't going to see. There really is. And the acknowledging it will help us understand just how complex our world is, how complex modern life really is, and how complex life was before now too. It's
Except for Atlantis.
well, even then,
Well,
even
complex, I'm
then,
sure. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, even then,
Yeah.
like you have to have the people that take care of the things that keep life going. There are jobs out there that are essential, and they don't get paid well to do them. They don't get the respect they deserve either. I'm in one of them. Being a land surveyor is not a job that's well respected, but it is an essential one. We are the backbone of infrastructure. We work
Yeah.
closely with engineers and the construction workers to make sure that the buildings you're in are safe to be in and to use for the purposes of what they were built for, whether it's a
See, and I
house
didn't know
or a business.
really what you did before until you came on, and now I know. But that's you've educated me by being here,
Yeah,
because I didn't really know for sure. You have an idea. You see them walking around, you don't really know for sure. Oh, they're checking stuff out. I don't know, but
yeah,
now I know. And that should be a very respectable job. I don't You said it's not very well respected. That is too freaking, why not? It should be.
same
But
with plumbing and electrician work.
yes, yes, yeah. It's an
You know,
important job. Like I say,
important.
so it should be respected.
And
Yeah.
you also got to think about the jobs that you do know or hear about a lot, like being a medical doctor, or a lawyer, or even a soldier or a politician. The thing is even though we know about them, the idea of them that we usually think of is more or less the romanticized version of that. Okay, so just because we know about it and we do give it respect doesn't mean we know just what it entails to be a doctor or a soldier. You
Or
know,
people that haul away your damn garbage. You know
yeah,
how important job that is, because if they didn't weren't here to do it, if they all went on strike, your shit would be stinking. You
that's
know,
right.
you know how much of a mess, and animals coming around, getting animals getting into, like rats get into your stuff, get rats, then they get into your house, then they get into your. I'm just saying, do you know how important of a job that is? But
That's right.
I'm just saying, wow, yeah,
And even more so, do you know how important it is? How important the people are that do it?
yes, yeah. It's the people, but yeah,
If the people are more important than the job, because they're the ones who do go out there and make subpar money to make sure that our civilization is still moving.
yeah.
A garbage man probably does make a lot of money, believe it or not.
Yeah, yeah, I heard they make pretty good now, but in the past, I don't think they did, but I know
No,
I think they do now, but
yeah,
they should, yeah, but
but
yeah,
they don't get respect either because you're a garbage man.
which doesn't make sense to me, because it doesn't make sense to me, because if they're taking away all your bull crap, so that you should be like so thankful.
Oh yeah,
If you're moving, hauling away all my crap, I'll be like, thank you so much, thank
but
you.
that's the
You know,
thing too, is like we got so comfortable with how things work these days that we don't think about that.
yeah,
We really don't.
I do, but I mean, not all the time, but I like to I like to thank everybody, because everyone has a part in this world. You know, it
We
takes
are all valuable.
everyone to run the world.
We're all valuable,
Yeah.
but not a lot of the thing is like you and I are aware of it, and that's why we can give gratitude to people like that. But there are people in this world that can't see 2 inches past their nose, completely self-absorbed. They don't understand that the person that they're yelling at is the reason they live a comfortable life.
Hey, I know what you're saying with that one, Jay. I'm just playing. He's gone. He's gone. I'm just playing. I'm just joking. If you're listening, I don't know where he. I'm just playing. All
But
right.
it's crazy, what how you really look at the world, and it's all based on perspective. And that work, that saying perspective is reality, that it really does hold true, because people in this world, they really don't give the value to their neighbors that they should. They really don't. And
I
there's nothing better than a good neighbor. Mr. Rogers, he would attest to that.
I've been doing that Mr. Rogers stuff. I don't know about you guys. Like, when if I come home, I immediately change. And I do you do that?
um I'm more or less the same,
Yeah.
as you would see me in person. um I guess, if I was if you were to see me in person, I would be a little more jovial, probably crack a lot more jokes, and I'm a very touchy person too. Like I like to
You
touch
are?
people. Yes, and
Oh, which
I
I
like to give
would not
hugs.
think of you as that. You seem a little bit more standoffish, actually. So,
Um,
wow. Okay.
that that's the thing too, is, I before coming on here, before meeting you, I was very much more myself in that respect.
What?
And the reason is because I was betrayed by someone that, was very close to me. Um,
Oh,
so, that does affect you.
yeah.
And a touchy feely person will become standoffish, like me.
Yeah.
you know I'm easing my way back into my normal self, but I also, I had to isolate myself from a lot of people that I ended up finding out were good for me. you know that saying that I've said before, um where it sometimes you could be friends with someone for years just to realize that they were never your friend.
Yeah.
But I put a lot of trust in people that didn't deserve it, essentially. So,
Oh, this okay. So when you first said you were as a different person before, I thought you was saying that this changed you in a bad way or something. I was like, oh God, is that why you leaving?
oh
Oh
no,
my
no,
gosh. Okay. I'm like, what did I say something wrong? What am I calling you names? Like, what am I doing? But okay. At first, when you said that, I'm not the same person as I was like, what happened? Okay, but nothing to do with this. With this, you're
no.
saying
This it happened before you
because you
met me.
said before I came on here, I'm like, what happened? Okay,
No, yeah, no. It was over a year ago. So,
okay, go
because
we.
I believe I believe it was sometime in November or something like that when I started coming here last year.
Okay, so almost a year, and then in 2 more months. Okay, this is September, October, almost a year. All right.
So yeah, this was over a year, a little over a year ago, and I've been
Okay.
having to deal with that, and being on here, and it was very therapeutic for me. So
Good.
I that's one of the reasons I enjoyed it so much.
Good. He's like, I don't anymore, so I'm out. But no, no, I understand. But you know what? That's what they say too. Sometimes you do something for a little bit of period of time when you need it, or when we need something, and then we move on. So this is Daniel's time where he's going to move on from this, and that is totally okay. Every once in a while, who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll stop by you guys and come on. Maybe, every once in a while, maybe pop on. If not, that is okay too. I appreciate the time that you did, spend on here. So thank you for the time that you did give to me, to the channel, to the people. I really appreciate it, Daniel.
Well, I appreciate it too. It was nice to be here, every time. I always enjoy our conversations, and you know I don't know if anyone here knows outside of the channel or not, but like Jill and I, we do talk outside of the channel. This isn't the only place we talk. So, um, you know, her and I have a friendship outside of this, and it's that this is just a small part of what you actually see. Um, and it's usually once a week or biweekly. So you're seeing a small part of Jill and I's actual friendship. But yeah, we've also talked before, when we talked, I believe it was yesterday, where we talked about me coming back every once in a while, and coming on and talking to you guys again, in the future, and I will be doing that, um, whenever I can, and whenever it's appropriate too.
You guys,
Um,
we gotta get a GoFundMe going on because we've got to pay Daniel. You guys, I'm telling you, his time is precious. He works a lot. He just got robbed. We got to get a GoFundMe to get him on this channel to get, to have him come on here, talk, give some advice, shoot, or just or something. We got to do a something here to get Daniel on here, you guys. We're gonna miss you, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm glad that you did, come on here for the time that you did, and hopefully we will see you back at some point.
Well, I'm sure you will. I don't think I'll ever stay away.
Yeah, you best
Um,
not.
I think they might have sold some Jill repellent at the store, but
No, no. Look, they're gonna sell out.
it's a
They're gonna
little
sell out.
expensive. It's a little expensive. So I think that I think they had a picture of an arm and a leg on there somewhere. So and I like my limbs where they are, so I think I'll pass.
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. You did say Jill repellent, right? I'm just making
I
sure.
did, yeah.
I like it. You know what? I like it. We gotta have to put that on a mug or something. You got you some Jill repellent yet? Oh, I don't know why that. I like it though. All right.
You know who Batman is, right?
No. Oh, yes.
So the old TV show, like the very first one they ever made with what was his name? Alan West, I
Yes.
think his name. There
I
was
saw
actually,
West.
yeah. There was an episode where they were attacked by sharks, and Batman somehow brought out shark repellent and won the day.
You know what? I wanna make something now. Let me write it down so I don't forget. Jill repellent. I'll sell it myself. Shit. I'll be a millionaire.
Make it like a nice perfume too, or something like that. Where it actually smells good, like some lavender or something. All it is a perfume, and it's a Jill's special. She made it
Yes.
herself.
Shit. Sell my own repellent, make me actually a billionaire probably. Shoot. I like it. I wrote it down for an idea. I like it. All right. Alphonse, you are back. Hello, hello. And Sir Daniel, how are you doing on time tonight?
Um. Well, I have a little bit of time left. I do have to take care take care of some chores that I've been neglecting today. Um, gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
But
Because I
other than
wasn't
that,
sure if I'm going to switch to the free readings here in a moment, or if you would like to say anything else or share anything else. It's up to you.
well, I would like to share the fact that I am grateful for the time that I was here. Because like I said, was very therapeutic for me. Be able to just you know help people out, and I discover within myself a side of myself I didn't really know I had. At least to the degree it is. Um, I always knew I was too mature for my old age growing up, but I didn't actually realize just how wise I could be.
Yeah.
And a part of it is because I just didn't implement it as well as I could have. You know,
Plus, it takes, sometimes when somebody's willing to, not that I had to take a chance because I knew who you were. Or, I mean, I felt who you were, your vibration, your energy, whatever, I knew. But sometimes it takes somebody to get you opened up a little bit more for you to even realize your own, you know, everything that you do know.
right.
You're like, damn, I do know a lot, you know? Yeah.
But that's the thing too, is like it knowing is only part of it, like a small
Experiencing.
part.
Yeah.
Experience is a good part too, but it's application that matters. How you execute a plan matters more than the plan itself, right?
Right.
And
I agree.
it really is more important because you could your plan could be let's go out and make $1 million. Well, how are you going to make $1 million? How are you going to execute that plan? Because
Jill
it's a great
repellent.
plan.
Jill repellent. That is how. Okay. It's okay.
Right. There you go. Now you have an idea. Now, if you execute it properly, and you never know, you could be the next
I know
greatest
people
person.
that want to stock up on that shit.
You could be the next greatest perfume seller, and and on the market. You never know.
Gave me a great idea.
And it's a great pun too. Like and ironic.
Yes. Isn't it ironic? All right.
Who would call a perfume repellent? Really?
It's just funny. I like it. Oh, Sarah said she's happy and grateful for you too. Oh, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Hmm.
Um,
And thank you. I mean, I'm so glad that you were It's like now this is a part that will always stay on here as long as I'm on have this channel here. It always be on there. Like it's always there. So it's kind of like it's part of you're part of the channel now. So thank you.
definitely making my mark in history.
Yes, thank you.
Um, there are some words of wisdom that I did want to leave though. Um, and that is, like our premise here, like our purpose here, Jill and I have said this before, is to help others. And I do hope that the fruit on our trees has shown that we are speaking the truth. We do actually, we are here to help others, and more or less to also become family in a way, right? We are here to be welcoming and help uplift others and be supportive. And Jill has showed it time again. Every time somebody comes in here and they want to speak something that's on their mind, something that's going wrong, you know she does show that she cares and she talks to you about it, right? The thing is you have to be wary of those who do say they're helping, because not everyone who says they are helping are going to be like Jill and I. Sometimes they're there saying they're going to help, but they really want something from you.
Oh, yeah.
And the biggest culprit is the government.
Oh,
Always be wary of someone who says, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
well,
So
yeah.
that's the words of advice I have, is to just be cautious about those who you let into your life, because not everyone is going to be thinking of you. Not
This is
everyone
so
will have the
true.
same heart as you.
That is so true. So many people they is always, but like they'll do something for you, but there's a but. Daniel and I, we don't have a but. If you want something, we ask, we answer, we did. It's free. It's this. We give you our advice. We tell you what we can. But there's no but. Of course, I have this. If you want to donate, that's if you want to. You do not have to here. You do not have to add it for anything. It don't matter. Of course, it's nice. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just saying. You have a question, the free question, we answer it. You have a question from Daniel when he's giving advice to you guys for free. He answers it. We're not looking for anything else, you know. But he's right. A lot of the people they are. So, anyways,
Which goes into the other thing, which is, if the product is free, then the product might be you. You have to be careful with things like Facebook, because they're taking your information and selling it to people. Why do you think you get ads for things that you were thinking about? It's because
that's
they're
so
paying
weird,
attention.
huh? How they do that?
How do they do that? I don't know. All I
I
know
don't
is
know
they do.
either.
They sell that information to the people that want it, and you have no say in it. So you have to be careful where you spend your time.
How do they do that? Because yes, if we and I know everything has to be listening on our phone. Every I'll talk to my son about something, and then next morning or not morning because I don't get up till anyways. The next afternoon, I see it on Facebook ad. I'm like,
Yep.
what?
Your phone, the camera, and the microphone on your phone are always on. Always.
You know, I have smiled at my phone several times. I mean, I cover it up most of the time, but when it's not, and I realize, I'm like, oh, in case somebody's watching, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I see you. But isn't that ridiculous? Because I'm like, watch if you want. What am I doing? What you going to watch? You know? But yeah.
There was a topic I did want to cover here a while back. It's called the dead internet theory.
Oh,
And in that theory, there was a topic that he discussed involving a place or a thing called LifeLog. It was a project that the NSA had and the U.S. government had, and it ended up being shut down because they believed it was too much of, it was too intrusive on people's lives. Because the idea of it is to log people's lives, what their likes are, who they are, their personality, and all that, and use that
Jim
information.
Carrey, the Jim Carrey movie.
Here's the thing: the day LifeLog shut down, Facebook started.
Oh,
And people who were working for LifeLog went to work for Facebook.
life log,
LifeLog.
life log.
Yep.
Huh?
And
Life log.
ever since we've been using that Facebook, they have been logging everything that we do. Everything. And putting it into an algorithm. And the algorithm specifically tailors things that we see based on what we do. And if you use any sort of Google product or Meta product, Meta is the new company for Facebook, by the way, you are feeding into the algorithm. And the product that is being sold isn't what you're seeing. The product is you.
I
That
like how you put that.
that's
I like that.
that's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, you don't really think of it that way. Like I didn't really think of it that. I mean, I know it, but I didn't really think of it that way until you just said it that way. I'm like, ah, huh, yeah.
That being said, the things that you get for free here aren't tailored to be that way. She actually is being honest and giving her time. She is here to serve you. And the donations are a thank you to her, as well as a way to get something more, right? Because she
Yeah.
does offer more for the donation readings. But you do get something every time you come here because your time also is valuable.
Thank you. Thank you.
So but it ties in with what I was saying before. Be careful where you spend your time, and be careful with those you bring into your life because it does influence it greatly.
Very, very nice, wise words from Sir Daniel. I hope you guys are taking it in because what he has to say, it is important. What he speaks of, it's very important and it's relevant. So I hope you guys are, and I don't mean what he's saying about me. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Daniel. But I don't mean what what he's saying just about everything in general. He has a lot of good information. So I hope you guys have taken in what he's been saying to us to us all. He has a lot of knowledge here. Thank you, Sir Daniel.
You're welcome. And the thing too is I'm not the only one saying this. You can see this in others as well. Other people are saying the same things I'm saying. And that's
Yeah,
how I got the information I know.
yeah.
It's because I decided I wanted to learn. And who I learned these things from are the people I chose.
Do
So
you
I
know tonight's night I really like, and because we covered a lot of subjects. We just covered a lot tonight, and I like that. But anyways, thank you again. But I like it.
You're welcome. But yeah, since the topic is how can we escape, I went over a lot here.
Mhm.
I kind of glossed over some things, but I did go over a lot here, and this is a basis, a first step in a way for a lot of you to be able to navigate your way through this dark forest that we call the Matrix. so that you can free yourself from the chains that bind you, the chains that you put on yourself, and the chains that others put on you. You have the power to break yourself free. You can be free. Okay? And the last thing I have to really say is a quote from Benjamin Franklin. Those, well, I'm going to paraphrase here, but those who take liberty and exchange it for security deserve neither security nor liberty. Just because those who take liberty and exchange it for security deserve neither liberty nor security.
Why? Okay.
Here's the thing. The reason why it's true is because when you give up your freedoms, you give, and you giving that to someone else, someone who's going to promise you that you will be safe. And when you give someone that kind of power and they aren't a good person, they are corrupt, they will use it to take away everything.
Okay.
You will have nothing. You have to be careful with that. So your freedom is more important than anything else.
I like that.
I didn't say independence though. I did, but freedom.
Right.
Freedom is more important.
Is
And
anyone free?
are we? I don't know.
I know that's what is anyone actually free, but you know, we are and we aren't, in my opinion. We are and we aren't.
We are the freest we've ever been, but we aren't free.
Not up here. Yeah.
No, not anymore. We've been under psychological warfare for decades. And it really does affect us individually. It's not, oh, they're gonna have to deal with the problems. It's not like that. We have to deal with them too,
Yep.
individually, because it affects us. If someone can't feed their family, they're going to move on. And if that person is a trucker, someone who transports the goods that we consume, food, materials to build houses, water, if those people quit, what are we going to do about it?
This actually happened during COVID in a way. I mean, everything
In
stopped.
Canada,
What happened? You
in
know,
Toronto,
people,
Canada.
they're trying to get a bed and they're waiting 9 months because they can't get a bed because whatever it is, you know, or whatever the hell was going on. Like everything was taking months or whatever to get because COVID. People weren't working. They weren't doing this. They weren't. The truckers weren't driving. They weren't whatever the heck was going on. But that was just a little sample, you guys, of what can happen. You know what can happen. Everybody, like what he said earlier, everyone's job's
Mm-hmm.
important. What everybody does is important because if one, you know, like the truckers, like for instance, stop trucking, guess what? Life stops in a way. Because, like you say, everything stops coming to you. It's
Now you
not
can't eat. Now you can't drink. Now you can't do your normal comfortable lifestyle anymore. Now you have to worry about that.
people said you best start your own gardens, people. And I'm buying some gardening stuff, and I've started a little tiny bit in my little backyard. And like, hey, that's what people are saying. That I'm like, they're not saying it for no reason. For everybody to learn how to grow your own stuff, and because you never
Right.
know what. I'm like, hey, maybe not in my lifetime, but you know, who knows? Maybe in my kids, I don't know. But anyways, yeah.
And the thing is there's a story you can look up. It's very recent. The trucks in Canada, they held a protest. Almost all of the truckers in Canada went to Toronto and they held a protest for mandatory vaccinations in Canada. They were against it, even though 82 or 87% of them were vaccinated. They were against mandatory vaccinations, went to Toronto, Canada to do their protest. And do you know what happened?
Mm-mm.
The Prime Minister put in an emergency act And then they started taking away supplies from these camps, food, gasoline, all of that. And this is in the dead winter, by the way. So if they can, their trucks aren't running, they aren't getting heat, right? So there's reasons they're doing this. They're arresting people left and right, and they froze bank accounts
Of this people who are striking,
of the people striking and anyone involved.
so that they would stop doing all that crap. Then I guess.
That's right. And then
Well, I thought Canada was more friendly than that.
and there's no evidence that they actually unfroze those accounts.
Sophie
But
Abba, hello. Hello.
here's another example: the January 6th protests. Okay, where people walked into the Capitol building.
Oh.
Right. They said that these people were terrorists and that they barged in. Okay, and then they were arrested and put into prison for a very long time, some of whom were in solitary confinement. Recently, there are videos that were released of that day, and it turns out they were lying. Either way, they still put these people in prison, in solitary confinement, for years. It has been proven that 72 hours of solitary confinement is enough to change a person's sanity for good.
Really?
Yes.
Well, 72 hours of it.
So that's
Just sitting there with
completely
nothing.
inhumane.
You just sitting there with nothing.
Mm-hmm. All you get is food, water, and the light never turns off. And you get a bed and a place to a toilet. That's it.
Oh, I thought it was dark. Well, I guess it depends, huh?
It depends. Some
Well, I
places
guess
it's dark.
you look, Daniel, your time you served, you were you light didn't. My time I served, it was dark for me. So I don't what? Talking like we done served time or something. But I thought it was
Oh, I
dark.
got a pass, Jill. No, I'm just kidding.
Huh?
So I got a pass, Jill.
Well, see, we didn't really say how we met now, did we? No, I'm just playing. We never discussed that, did we? No.
No, we never
Yeah,
told anyone. You ever heard of Bonnie and Clyde?
exactly.
They have nothing on us. We survived. They died.
We here telling a story about it, No, yeah. Shoot.
But
That is funny.
my point is the people in power have too much power, and they made it that way on purpose so that
And
they
they're too
can do
old.
these things.
I'm sorry, they're all too old.
In a way, yeah.
I'm
But
even getting to the age where I shouldn't run for anything because I'm just saying, I think that people are way too old. I mean, if you freezing, if you know what, Biden looked like he done froze several times, but I don't know if he did or didn't. But I'm sorry, how is he even president? And I don't have nothing against the man. I don't know him. Do y'all know him personally? Did we talk? I don't know him personally, but he is just too old. And I'm not against old people at all. I'm not one
it's
of them, but come on. Mitch
it's hard
McConnell
to ignore.
freezing, looking all dead up there in the stand. Come on.
It's
What are
hard
they
to ignore.
doing?
And on top of it, they're trying to cover up their steps every time he does something. And every time he's on TV, he does something.
And he's not even doing anything. Everybody's making the choices and decisions for him. You see him, he's frozen.
Exactly.
He ain't making no
Exactly.
kind of decisions behind the scenes. You see him? That's not making no decisions.
I hate the idea of making fun of Joe Biden because he's senile. He doesn't know what he's doing.
No, you can tell he don't know. And I hate to
Unlike
say
George
that.
Bush, George W. Bush, he could make fun of him all day because he made his own damn decisions.
Yeah.
But Joe Biden, I feel sorry for the guy because he's going to be known throughout history of being one of the worst presidents ever. And it's not even his fault. Who's to say that he really actually wanted to be president?
Who knows, man? I
He
mean,
can't. He can't even. He can't even tell you what he had for ice cream earlier in the day.
yeah, I don't know what they're doing having him in that seat of president. I mean, I'm sure he's not making all the decisions anyways because I don't come on. But Who? I don't understand what is wrong with this damn world. That's all I got to say. It's just ridiculous when you see who's running it,
Yeah.
or who they say is running it. I'm sorry, who they say is running it.
So it really brings into question though, because he became president, so they say, by popular vote, right? Which brings the question, okay? Are we actually the stupid ones?
I don't know.
Because they're supposed to represent us? Or do they think we're stupid?
Oh, of course. Of course. That's why they don't tell us things until late. Like now, all the aliens and tell us before because they think we're too stupid to handle it all, or think we're going to act out, or think that think we don't know how to. I think that that's it. It's probably both.
I mean, in a way, yeah, you know, we are prone to panic as you know, a populace. We are prone to panic. Excuse me. However, I don't think we're stupid.
I don't
Maybe
think.
no. I'm just saying, you know, it should be willful ignorance. You are purposefully being ignorant,
You know that.
and that is true for a lot of people.
So that's the definition of. I didn't look it up. The stupid is like
No, it's not.
purposely being
No,
ignorant.
it's not the
Oh,
right definition, but I think
oh.
it should be changed to that.
It should because it's well, okay. This day and age, when you got the internet for people to say I don't know, look it up. That's one thing I
You're
cannot
being
stand.
lazy at that point. Yeah, with the
Oh,
information's at your fingertips.
if you stupid, it's your own choice. Nowadays, because don't back in the day you had to catch bus number 7 to get bus number 13 to get to the library. Library to read a book. Now it
And
takes you
yeah,
1 second to get on the internet to look it up.
yeah.
So
Back then, you had less time to get the knowledge you needed. That
yeah,
these
back then
days,
it
it's
took
at your
me four
fingertips.
hours to find out one question. With
Yep,
buses there, buses back. What? four
yep.
hours.
And then you get home and you find out, oh man, I needed to look this up and this up and this up, but you can't do it until next week
Right.
because you got to
And
get
it's just
paid at your job in order to get onto the buses to take you to that library.
but I gotta wait till my day off because it's gonna take me a while to get there, take me a while to get back. I gotta take 2 buses to get there. I gotta transfer. But
Oh yeah,
nowadays, if you don't know something and nowadays stupidity is almost a choice, in
it
my
is a
opinion.
choice. It is a
So,
choice these days. Not, no, I'm not saying, you know, that there aren't people out there with a lower IQ. You know,
well, yeah,
I'm
that's
not
not
saying that.
stupidity. That's different. That's some issues, and we're not
Yeah,
talking about any handicaps or mental issues or anything like that. We're talking about when you have a choice. When you have a choice and you choose not to learn, then that's on you.
and that should be the grand purpose of living is to learn every day.
I. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you should have a love for learning, but school teaches us not to have that. It makes it boring. It makes it rudimentary. It makes it a routine. They make it they purposely make it not fun to learn so that you don't like it.
Why is that? Why is learning so damn boring in the classrooms? And can you imagine me as a teacher? Oh my god! But people will be graduating by the time they in 6th grade because I'm gonna make it fun and crazy. And I'm just saying, and they're gonna learn so quick. Well, I'm gonna make them learn, but that's a whole nother. Sorry.
You
Anyways,
know,
I'm going off on.
if I ran a school, okay, you know what one of my rules would be? If this is
What?
your first time fist fighting each other, do it.
Yes, I've always said that I said it to my son. Hey, do not back down. If somebody hits you, you better hit him back because he's gonna mess with you the rest of your life in school. So I'm just saying, don't start anything. But yeah, if somebody wants to start a fight, fight. Get it out. Get it
That's
out.
right. They have a no tolerance policy for violence, so even if you are just defending yourself, they will suspend you and punish you too,
It's
right?
ridiculous, in my opinion.
Which is
Ridiculous.
ridiculous. So
Ridiculous.
my personal opinion is if you're going to fist fight, do it. Then you can go throughout the rest of the day with all these bruises and maybe new scars. So you can deal with all those consequences later. But right now, you guys are having a disagreement, and it's leading to physical violence. As long as nobody's getting, hospitalized,
Yeah.
that it should be okay. And that
Because I
there
think
should be people there to monitor the situation to make sure it doesn't go that far.
because you know what happens when you don't let kids fight in a way, they don't go find a damn gun so that they don't have to learn how to fight. So in a way, learning how to fight, then they won't be scared to fight and have to grab a gun instead.
Yeah, cowardice. That's what that
You
is.
know, learn how to fight. Go ahead, let them fight. Because I'd rather see a person fight than shoot each other. You know,
Let
fight.
them get the aggression
Look
out.
at Daniel and I. Fight,
You'd be,
guys,
you'd be
fight.
surprised. The only time I actually got into a actual fist fight in school was in middle school. Right,
Mm,
that kid and I, we had respect for each other after that.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
it wasn't because we didn't like each other that we got into the fist fight. It was actually a misunderstanding. But that didn't matter after it was all said and done, because after it was done, we both knew that we had respect for each other. We actually would nod at each other, say hi to each other in the hallways and everything.
Yep. Yeah.
It was really weird.
See, but if that never happened, if the fight or something, if somebody backed down, somebody ran, and somebody was scared, the other person would have been messed with probably all the way up
Yep,
until you graduate. You know?
yep, that's right. But he and I, we stood off against each other. I actually remember this in detail. Um, we were in the bathroom. Uh, I forget why we were in the same room together in the first place. We were doing something on computers, and we had to take a break. I think it was exams, and we went to the bathroom for our bathroom break, and that's where it started. Well, it started beforehand because I was trying to defend a girl, I guess, from being made fun of, and in the bathroom, I got pushed into the urinal, and I turned around and locked eyes with the wrong kid, the kid who actually didn't do it, but I thought he did, right? And he and I ended up in the fist fight, and I got a few in, he got a few in, and at one point I was knocked into the wall, and at the wall there was like a little shelf thing that was about head height, and it hit me in the head.
Uh,
I didn't feel it, and I was about to go back at him, and a teacher, she ran in and she blocked me from him, ended the fight. After that, he and I went into suspension, and they took out the shelves in every school in the district.
they took out the what?
The shelves that were in the bathrooms,
Oh, did they?
they did because of that.
Wow.
Um,
See,
I
one
didn't get hurt
person,
that
one
bad.
or two people ruin it for everybody else and make. Yeah,
Um,
done took all the shelves out of the schools.
but
What?
believe it or not, I found out some information later. The reason why he and I got suspended in school suspension for 4 days instead of a worse sentence was because we were originally going to be given a worse sentence, but my parents went to that school and argued that I didn't do anything wrong and that I should get a lower sentence, and they agreed that the other kid should too. So both he and I ended up getting a lower sentence because my parents said that defending yourself is not a bad thing.
That's what I would have done. I would have went to that damn school, said what, and I would have gotten kicked out of the damn school. Shit, I'm not even going there. Oh my goodness.
So
I
yeah, fun stories.
I think people should get
One moment, please.
a pat on the shoulder if they stand up to somebody else to fight. I'm sorry. You were taught to back down and don't fight. You taught to be a coward. That's not good. You're going to grow up to be like Donald Trump. Don't do that.
Well,
I would say if the people that stand up for themselves, I'm sorry, why would they get suspended? That's stupid. They're both in a fight, suspend both. That's not fair. That's not right. That's not cool. Because then he or she's going to think, well, then I cannot stand up for myself because look what happens when I do. This is not the right message to send.
Mute it.
Excuse me a moment.
And Sophie Abba, they were going to suspend your Facebook for putting. Really? What? So you're talking about the Maui fires and stuff? They were going to suspend you on Facebook? Everything. It's like everybody's being silenced with, oh, somebody doesn't like something about that. We're going to suspend it. We're going to suspend you. We're going to silence it. We're going to, anybody that speaks up, stands up, this up, that down, that away, that to the left, that to the right. Anybody that says anything is suspended or shut down. It doesn't make sense. They don't want anybody speaking up. They don't want you standing up. They don't want you. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And if you guys are wondering, I am going to be opening up that free list real soon. If you're still here for it, for their list. Excuse me a second. Excuse me. Had a cough. Okay, I had a cough for a second. But I will be opening up that list pretty soon if you're interested in it. So just hold tight. Pretty soon we'll be opening it up for a free yes, no, or general. All right, tonight. So pretty soon. Yeah. Excuse me. Coffee in here. I took an air wrong. I swallowed air wrong. Oh my God. Now every time I think about air, I'm going to think about the air in the jar that Daniel and I were talking about. Oh my gosh. I swallowed the air wrong that you sent from Florida. Excuse me.
Well, at least it wasn't a fart jar.
Is that what it was? Maybe that's why I'm choking over here. Did you actually send me a fart and not the clear Florida air? I don't know what you sent me. Woo, making me choke.
Swamp air.
Oh my God, I just a fart in a jar. Oh my gosh. Anyways.
There you go. That could be it right there for your Jill repellent.
Oh. Ooh. Garlic, yes. I need more garlic. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that's terrible. But
you know, believe it or not, a lot of colognes and perfumes were made from a specific chemical that you can find on feces.
I heard there was some type of stink hormone or some type of stink something in it. But is that what it
Yeah.
is?
Yeah. If it's in a concentrated amount, like, and it doesn't go overboard, they don't go overboard with how much is in it. It actually smells good.
Isn't it weird?
Is that weird? Yes.
I said, isn't that weird? It's weird. Like, that's just so weird. Like, what? And when you find out what other products are made of, or it's like bat feces or in something that you put on your face or whatever it is, I'm like, what? You're putting what on your face?
You know that there's a vanilla extract, right?
Yes, that. There's something, yes.
It used to be made with real vanilla flowers, but vanilla flowers are rare. So they found out that anal excrements from a beaver taste like vanilla. And they did do that for a while. I don't think they do it anymore, but yeah, they did do that for a while.
Wow. Hey,
I mean, I wouldn't be the first one to find out because I mean, I don't think I'd lick a beaver's bunghole. It's just not in my DNA to do that.
Just picturing it.
No, thank you. I've drank water from a vine before, but I'm not going to do that.
That is funny. Watching Daniel, or they'll be like, "Oh, this tastes good." Sorry.
It'd be like a episode of Wild Boys. You remember the Jackass crew?
Yes. Yes.
Chris and Steve-O had their own TV show called Wild Boys, and they would do some of the dumbest crap. But it
I
was
didn't
on
see that. I mean, I
it.
saw the other show, but I didn't see Wild Boys. Oh,
They were doing partly educational things too, because they were teaching you about like what certain types of animals and what they were known for and all that, and then they would do something dumb.
like what not to do?
They were chasing a goat at one time because these goats were known to be very woolly, and their feces would bake onto their fur, right? And they were chasing these goats so they could lick it.
Well,
I
you know,
swear.
just say no to drugs, okay? That
Actually,
would
yeah,
be
Steve-O, he ended up becoming a drug addict, like really
yeah,
big.
that would
And
be
then
obvious. No, I'm just
af- they
people
actually,
think I am probably because I'm always like fidgeting, and that's just anxiety, y'all. That's just
oh yeah,
hey, but that's some stupid shit right there. Chasing a goat to lick its ass or whatever they're doing. I don't know. I don't know. What are they doing? Lick the fur, the poop on the fur. I don't know. Just say no to drugs, everybody.
they actually held an intervention for Steve-O, and he ended up getting clean and
Good,
stayed clean.
good.
And everything that he does these days, he actually
Wait,
does it with a sober mind.
who was on the show? The new show is that was one of the Jackass Crew guys with Nicole Byer, and it's a jokester type. Play practical jokes and stuff. Like God, it's one of the guys from the Jackass Crews on it. The guy with the glasses. What's his name? Is that Steve? I don't remember their names. I don't remember which one Steve-O is.
They had like a bunch of people, like 13 people or more. So
Uh,
I
this
don't really
TV
know.
show, Jackass. He was on it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Um, but yeah, like people, he got saved, whereas like people like Viva La Bam or Bam Margera, that's it. He actually went down the rabbit hole and has never came out. Um,
I that's a shorter.
he was a skateboarder guy. He had his own show called Viva La Bam, and he had another one called Unholy Union, where it was about him getting married. And he he ended up, you know, becoming a huge alcoholic and never really got better. Lost everything, and he's in a bad place.
Oh, I think Steve-O is. I just looked up. Is the one on that TV show I'm talking about? Has a TV show out now that does like jokes on people and all that. But anyways, because I couldn't remember their names, but I think that is him. But that's too bad about the other one.
And
It's too bad when people go into a dark place and don't come out. That's yeah.
well, a part of it is because his best friend died, and he was a part of the Jackass crew too. His name was Ryan Dunn,
Mm.
and after he passed away, I think it was some sort of accident, car accident that took him away. Um, After he passed on, Bam never recovered ever. It just been in a dark place ever since.
That's too bad.
Yeah,
But never say never. You
that
know.
that that's what can happen to people who go through a big loss and just never put in the work to move on from it.
Yep.
It can be life changing, and that change goes, whether good or bad, is up to you.
Totally. I wonder why some people have a little bit more strength to kind of get the help they need where some don't. I wonder what that little extra oomph is. It whoever raised us, like whoever had influence on us, that little voice in the back of the head. Like I wonder what it is that gives somebody that extra, just an extra little kick in the ass that other people don't have. I wonder what it is. Hmm.
I'm not
Belief,
sure.
belief, like in oneself, maybe. Hmm.
Could be.
Love
Um,
for oneself in a way, like deciding to love your, I don't know.
yeah, it's really hard to pinpoint, but
Yeah.
some people just have more resilience than others, and the people that do have it, you would be surprised who they are.
This could also be a support. Maybe some people have more support around them that helps them. Somebody kicks them in the ass to get them up, type thing or something where other people maybe have no one around them that supports them, which is that's very unfortunate and sad in my opinion. If you
It's
don't have
all
everybody needs somebody to kick them in the ass once in a while,
Yeah,
you know?
and it's also important to know that like some people are just going to be those types that have that victim mentality, and all they care
Yeah.
about is whether or not if they're a victim. And then there are other people on the opposite side of that who are going to be the heroes of everyone around them, and they have to be this superhero guy, both of which are going to hurt you. What the real thing is, the reality of it is you are the hero of your own life.
Yes.
The only person who can save you is you.
And once the world recognizes this, we'd be fine, as a collective. Everybody's got to recognize it. I can't just recognize it. He can't just recognize it. Everybody's got to. In
That's
order
right.
to lift the energy of Earth, everybody's got to wake up and recognize that.
We all got to realize that we are the heroes of our own lives. And that being said, that does not mean that you do not have the opportunity to rely on others. It's better to rely on others, but who you rely on is important too.
It does. It does. It totally comes down to yourself, period. I always
Yeah.
say we here living our own lives. I'm here living mine. You're here living yours. You're not living mine. I'm not living yours. And this is what I say to everybody. But once we all recognize that we actually here living our own life, living here for us, not here for everybody else, and one, but things might change.
That is the hope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
that
not
is the
our
hope.
lifetime, but yeah. Alrighty, you guys.
Um,
So I think I'm
I,
gonna
I,
go ahead and open
I
this
was
up
gonna,
here in a minute.
I was gonna say that, yeah, but it's kind of near the end for me.
Yeah. I
Um,
didn't I saw the time. I'm like, oh, okay, it's seven something. Okay. Well, thank you so much again. That we really do appreciate you. We do. Well, most of us do. No, we all appreciate you. Thank you again so much. And please, please stop by, come back, come into the chat, like you do. Don't forget about me and us.
oh, I won't. That's for sure. Um, the this that I spent nearly a year doing this with you. Like nobody just does that, and it doesn't. It isn't something important to them. At least
I'm
not
acting
not my
I'm acting like
experience.
you moving all the way over to Russia and we ain't never gonna see you again. There's no internet or something.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be a defector and go to Russia and
Shoot.
destabilize Russia and
Yeah, and he's not gonna have an internet or anything. We're acting like we're never gonna see him again. What the heck's going on here? What am I? Okay. Ah,
I got too many spy activities to do. You guys, you ain't gonna see me again.
I know he's got to go off on a mission now.
That's
So
right.
that's what I'm acting like. I'm like, oh, come back, see it. I'm like, geez, geez. But anyways, thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. Like I
Alrighty,
said, it's been a joy.
thank you. We'll see you soon, right?
Yes, you'll
Okay,
see me
good.
soon.
Look, okay, yes. All right, thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome. Do you mind if I ask for
Of
something?
course. Yes, yes, please, please.
Oh, you
With
do?
respect.
Oh man.
No, I mean, yes, you can. You can. Yes.
I just wanted to have a uh my usual, I guess.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and since I'm doing Daniel right now, we're starting on the readings. I'm opening up the free list. So it is now open up. If anybody would like to have a free yes, no, maybe, or general, go ahead and ask now to be added to the list. All right. If you want to donate, great. Let me know if you do. Okay. They do take priority. But right now the free list is open. If anybody asked before now, it doesn't count. It wasn't opened. So Linksy, thank you, Linksy, for being here. Nicole, thank you. Sarah, thank you. Thank you, all you guys. I saw Shania earlier too. Hello, you guys. Thank you. All right, let's see. And you did. Thank you. Thank you. Donated. Thank you, Erica. Erica donated. You will be up next. Let's gonna call her donated.
I
All right.
donated.
Let's see. Hidden Truth, Volume 1. All right. I love you unconditionally. All right now. My life is not as together as it seems. I hide behind material things. Well, a lot of people do. I don't understand that. Let's see. You know, when people, that's a whole nother thing. When people hide behind material things and stuff, they just don't really love themselves. They're scared. They don't love themselves. They don't, it's like they have to hide behind other things because they don't have enough belief in their own selves. It's just sad. I don't know why I feel like grabbing a tarot or two right now. I'll what are they? What is this? Oh, all right. The pregnant thing coming up again. I remember before, like a pregnant thing would come up before. It's not necessarily a meaning of the card, but there's a pregnant lady in the card, and it doesn't necessarily, like I said, it can be that it can. I don't know why I feel like this person feels like you guys are well balanced for each other in a way. I don't know why it's coming out that way, and it feels like today almost like wanting to have a baby or wanting to have a love offer, wanting to. If this today, like these cards today, feels like wanting to either have a family and stuff like that with you. I don't know that today it's coming up like that. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can see these. Can you see these, Daniel?
Well, there is a glare,
I know.
but
I'm sorry.
yes, I
Like, can you,
can see it.
sorry about that. I don't, like I said, I don't know. It's one of the lights. But if I turn the light off, the glare will go away, but then can't see. So let me see. It like this feels like wanting, wishing, or wanting to have the family. The one of them is the Knight of Cups, right? And the other one is Temperance. So it feels like a good balance. But then with the pregnant lady on the card, and it feels like wanting to get pregnant, like wishing or wanting it from and with this knight this knight here of cups. Let me see something. That's what it feels like today. And that to me, that this last card out is telling to me that that's what I'm feeling, looking at it is correct. This is my own card for myself that
Uh-huh.
I've chosen. That when this card comes out, this is the universe saying this is correct what you're saying, type thing. So that's just for me. But I mean, this to me is wanting a family, and this feels like with you. But that's the thoughts of right now. So sometimes I feel like that's not the thoughts, and other times that's the thoughts,
Yeah.
But it could also, be reminiscing because saying I love you unconditionally and all this, and my life's not as together. Like maybe she's going through something right now, and she's thinking of you and thinking about this and wishing this, and that's what it feels like we're at this moment. But let me see. I don't know why this happened. Let's see. Hidden Truth. This is volume 2. I'm not financially stable. Well, then why do you hide behind material things if you're not financially stable? Stop buying the material things if you ain't got the finances for it. All right, here we go. You know, that one's come out a few times. I'm just gonna get rid of because that was I can't do this. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't want to know. And that one, this. Well, you. I don't. I will never understand when people say I don't want to know. I just don't get that. But I'm not meant to get everything right. All right. Messages of love. What? A new love. Well, now a new love or recommitment to love is developing. So if that's coming out, and this is a message from your person, now this could be a universe message for you, right? New love is coming, but this recommitment, this is on the mind because I told you with these cards coming out, the feeling I'm getting is the recommitment, the wanting that, the one that, but right now, will they want it a week from now? I don't know. Right now, yeah, you know, and sometimes that happens to us all. We think about something like, oh, but then next day, what was I thinking? What was, whatever, it could just,
Yeah.
well, soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. That's a big one right there. That respect. And then let me grab Lover Oracle here. You are so different from everyone around me. I know that's right. Right? Mm-hmm. And it's these Lover Oracle, and I'm going to grab one of these lovers also. You have the most beautiful and purest heart. Very nice. Very nice. All right. And thank you. Am I missing? That's it, right? I feel like I'm forgetting. Am I forgetting to pull something? I think that's it. All right. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you. And don't forget to pick up Joe's cards.
Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, they're right behind me. Thank you. I step up, right? See, I turn the chair, step on him and slip and fall and bust my ass. That'd be messed up. I'll learn
Okay.
my lesson, though, not to throw them again. Let me just pick them up before I do that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Shoot. All right. Okay.
Good night, everybody. And thank you, Jill. And
Good night. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you so much. And we will see you soon, hopefully.
I'll see you all soon.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye. Let's see. You hate that card, Sarah? Me too. Me too, Sarah. I was acting like we ain't never gonna see him again or something, wasn't I? I'm like, oh, blah, blah. But I forget. He'll come back, hopefully. All right, let's see. We have a donation, Erica. All right. Thank you, Erica. You are up now. After I haven't been getting up and down. I don't know if you guys noticed, but um some nights just less anxiety, some nights more anxiety. I don't know, but I am gonna have to get up after I do Erica. Alrighty. Is Maurice intimidated by my spiritual growth? Okay. Okay, let's see. Is Maurice intimidated by my spiritual growth? Thank you, Linksy. Thank you, guys. Linksy is also a tarot reader for those that don't know. If you don't know, go check her out. She also does this. Thank you, Linksy. Is Maurice intimidated by my spiritual gifts? Oh, I thought it was growth at first. Gifts. I'm not Jesus. Just letting everybody know. In case you don't know, I'm Jill. I've been nicknamed Jill's us though. All right, let's see. But I say that because I want you guys to take tarot lightly. Please take it just lightly as a little something extra. So I'm going with more of a yes on this, looking at this. Why I always get almost like somebody who's a little bit, Minora, hello. Almost like wishing they were more spiritual. Or that's what I get. Almost somebody feeling almost like, I wish I was a little bit more like that, or I wish I could be more spiritual like that. That's what the feeling I get. So it could be intimidated, or it could be even a bit of a jealousy in a way. I know they're hard to see because of the glare. Sorry. Trying to show them. All right. And then, oh, he's very much a skeptic. I don't know if it's skeptic or not. I think it's both. I think that there's a, well, I'm not Jesus, but by looking at the cards, the feeling I got, there's one of the cards that's like, for me, it's like sitting and watching. And it's almost like a jealous, like, like I'm not sure. But at the same time, well, why can't I do that? I wish I could do that too, though. So I don't know. I get this, like I said, it's a bit of a jealousy, a little bit like, and jealousy can bring on both. It's like skeptical and I wish I could, All right, let's see. He took me up on a reading. Okay, thinking I wasn't real. He's been weird ever since. Sometimes you give people a reading and then they think that you're just some super psychic and know everything. It's like, no, it's the cards. What? You know, you do that. You freak people out sometimes. I have gone out and done readings and people just will like that. Look at me like that. They just, and they almost like, because they wonder how you know that or how you know, and you looked at differently after. Yeah. Because they think you know stuff when you don't really know everything or whatever, but they think you do. All right, let me see. Now the person around me that's like that. Yeah, I just think I know. No. All right, let me see. Pain. Why is Justin not reaching out to me? Knowing that I'm sick. Okay. The immediate first thing I got was because he probably thinks you're sick and wants to be left alone. That's the first thing I got. But let me see. He don't know whether to contact you or leave you alone. That's what I'm getting. To me, like I said, he feel like, well, do I leave her alone because she's not feeling good, so I don't want to bug her. By the time, or should I go ahead and, if I contact her, or will I be bugging her? There literally is this going on of not knowing what to do. And the first thing I got was leaving you alone because you don't feel well. And so maybe you should leave you alone. I don't think it's anything like because they're ignoring you on purpose or anything like that. I think it's really they think you're good. They think you're okay. That could be part of it. Like, okay, let me leave her alone, not feeling not good, but I know she's good. Meaning I know she can take care of herself. So let me just leave her alone. That's kind of what I get. I got that even before the cards. Sorry, I'm not holding them straight. And then And what'd you say? Even if he thinks I want to be left alone, he could still text and say sorry to hear or something. Oh, I agree. I mean, people should check in. Like if you guys are friends and he knows you're sick, it'd be nice to send a text and check in. I agree. But there's also people out there that think they're going to, leave you alone if you don't feel well. So maybe ask. Why wouldn't you just ask him? Like tell him, say, you know what? You don't have COVID. How come you haven't said nothing? I'm just wondering, maybe I'm in my feelings or something today. I'm just wondering. And see what he says. I mean, it's not asking anything mean. You're not being mean. You're not nothing about it. You're just wondering, you know? See what he says. Or just everyone's raised differently. Like you weren't raised the same. He wasn't raised the same as you. So he may not have it ingrained in him to do that. I know a lot of things do seem common sense, right? But it's only common sense to us because we were raised that way or taught that way or whatever. Maybe he wasn't. You, yes, yes, there's people I know too. I'm like, but they just weren't raised the same way, so we can't expect them to do what we would do. All right, but that is what's coming out. I can pull you an oracle card too if you want. I mean, we want an oracle card, Erica. That's the hidden truth. Maybe. Let's see what's coming out. You want one? I don't want to just do it. But usually people will say, yeah, if I offer it for free. I'm not sure, though. I don't want to just do it if you don't want it. I text him and told him it's just normal to respond. Yeah. He didn't respond? You mean like you text him and he didn't respond back? I'm just playing. But you see what it says? I don't know what you want. I told you before I pull cards. Did not sure to think you're okay. To not sure what should I not should I don't know what you want. Do you want me? Do you have this person riled up like at all? I feel like you got him not knowing what to do sometimes. Oh, maybe he didn't get the text, Erica. If you told him days ago you had COVID and he had said nothing, maybe he didn't get the text. There's been plenty of times my text didn't go through to somebody, and I know because it was just my own mother or my son. They told and they showed it didn't go through, and I'm like, oh, so maybe it just didn't go through. Now, I'm not trying to cover for this person. I don't know who they are. I'm just saying I don't get the feeling it's like anything mean or bad or I just don't. But I'm not Jesus, so take it lightly. All right, Sarah, you're up. Thank you, Linksy. Thank you, Erica. Huh? A general. Alrighty. They went through. Okay, he just doesn't respond. I told his work colleague and he called and aw. I'm sorry, Erica, that he didn't respond. That is weird. Even on your end, if it says it went through, sometimes it may not have on theirs. Not saying it didn't go through, but okay. Yeah, I think that would bug a lot of people. That would bug me too. Yeah. All right, Sabra, let's get a general. feel like this could be you hurt, like you healing up from something. This could be, I mean, it can be like your heart hurting from something. But there's this card that is saying, if you believe it, you can do it. You can do it. Type thing. This is talking about trusting in yourself, believing in yourself. I mean, I don't know if this is disappointment, if it's healthy misunderstandings, if it's sorrow, if your heart was broken, if it was a love triangle. I don't know, but it does talk about perseverance and healing up. And if you want something, manifest it, believe you can have it. All right. Trust yourself, right? Trust yourself that you can have whatever it is that you want. If you believe it, you can. Have confidence. You have everything you need inside of you. All right. Yeah, ask him, Erica. Now I want to know. Look, now I'm invested a little bit. I want to know why he has an answer too. Because if he got the text and didn't say nothing back, that is kind of rude. Maybe he forgot. Maybe he's like, oh God, I forgot. I'm so sorry. But how could you forget? But it happens. It happens. We got to understand not to take things so personally. We all do. We do. All right. Andrea, you're up next. You're welcome, Sarah. Thank you for your help. Thank you for being here. And I said I have to get up. I didn't get up. I'm going to get up really quick. I will. Okay, let me do this general. Then I'm going to get up real quick. I'll be right back. Let's see. A general for A. Scott. Okay. So this to me is showing it could be a gift or material gain that comes in. I mean, maybe it's a raise or getting a job, or maybe it's paying off a debt. I mean, it could be a pay raise. It could be something like that. To me, it's something like that, like something that's maybe unexpected in a way. Or this is something up in the air. I mean, this could be something up in the air, but this is telling you trust your intuition. Pay attention to signs with this card. Also, it's telling you to let go of some of your fears. If this is regarding like a pay raise or getting a job or money or something like that, I would say let go of some of your fears. Like, don't worry about it because you're going to get it or it's coming to you. And I don't know if that even makes sense to you at this point, but that's what it looks like. If none of that makes sense, just trust your intuition. You're like, yeah, I know. I didn't need a reader to tell me that. Pay attention to signs, though. Pay attention to the signs around you. And maybe there's signs being sent to you. All right. And you did. Very nice. So this could be you wondering that you don't know how it's going to go, or it's up in the air. You're wondering that maybe it's something to do with that. But try to let go of some of your fears. All right. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to be right back. Let's see. Aaliyah, rock the boat. You're up next. All right, I am back right now. Aaliyah didn't post. I don't know if you're still here or not, Aaliyah. I don't know if you're waiting for me to get back, but if you're still here, go ahead and post. If not, I'm going to call Nicole. Nicole, you're up. And my cat is up. My kitten's up. She's up. Which way can you see her better? Which way? Or him. I keep seeing her. Him. Hey. Okay. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Anyways. Oh, I forget. This way you can see him better. There he is. Hi. Anyways. I know. People don't care. I care. All right. This big old t-shirt making... Anyway, don't worry about it. Let's see. All right. If I give Michael J. Fox my phone number, will he call? No, Michael J. No, he busy. He not calling you. I'm just playing. I went to the bathroom when you were talking. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. If I give Michael J. my phone number, will he call me? All right, Pink Tech. All right, let's see. I don't even know if you know who Michael J. Fox is. He's an actor. But let's see. Back to the Future. Family Ties. I think it was Family Ties. I don't know, something like that. If I give Michael J. my phone number. Look, we got Aaliyah. We got Michael J. Fox up in here. What's going on in this chat? Yes. Yes, I like it. Oh, alrighty. Oh. Since the kitten is up now, I was playing with him for a while before I went live so that he'd be sleeping during my live stream. But now he's up. He might, hopefully, he won't make too much noise over there. Let's see. Cats and Dogs. Cats and Dogs. I remember the movie. Was he the voice? He was the voice of one of the dogs in there. Yeah, he's done some stuff. But let's see. All right. If you hear noises, I have a box back there in plastic back there for the cat to play with and stuff. And if you hear any noises, that's what it is. Let's see. What is the deal with is this you, Aaliyah? Is this Michael J. Fox energy? Or Michael J. Sorry, energy. What is... Relax, Aaliyah. I know no one wants to hear relax, do they? But I don't know if it's your energy or not, so... Oh, Lord, that's him scratching at the box over there. I should probably move that. Let's see. Well, that's a maybe. The cards haven't had... Yes. Put it this way. I think it probably would, but maybe not. I think it would for sex. I'm not saying it couldn't be more than that. But right now, I don't know if it would be. Put it that way. So would he call you? He might, yeah. But is it for anything other than, I don't know. You're like, that's the point. I want him to call me. Well, then okay. If that's the point, shoot, then go get it. Don't stop. Get it. All right. Nicole, if you're still here, you're up. And thank you, Aaliyah. Miss King. All right. General for Nicole. Nicole. This looks good. Looks like you're looking good. Looks like things are going fine. This could be a material gift or some type of gift that's unexpected. I mean, did you just get a raise or did you just get a new job could be, but whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, wherever you're doing it, you're looking good doing it. And it talks about abundance and prosperity and looking extra special. So on the right track. Very nice. All right. Miss Rack, you are up next. Okay. Do you think that the spirit in the room are sad that Dan is leaving your life? Oh, Sarah, I thought that was good. Yes and no, because I think it would be a yes and no thing because he will still be around, so his energy will still be around. So I think it's all right. Yeah. If you don't want just that, Aaliyah, then I'm not sure about if you really want them to call you or not. But I could, talk to them though. If you get a weird vibe, like, okay, yeah, then, you know, like if you think, yeah, maybe that's all they want, then, if that's not all you want, I wouldn't even do it in the first place because, when people have more expectations, but the other person doesn't, one ends up getting hurt. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying. You're looking for a job, okay. Then you might get one. Because that card to me is like something that you get that's unexpected. Like, and it could be a gift or it could be like a pay raise or something like that, or getting a job or so I feel like something is coming for you then. All right. Ms. Rack's not answering. I'm going to try it one more time. Ms. Rack. And you're welcome. Thank you, Nicole. If not, Manora, you're up. Is it Manhor? I don't know if it's Manhor or Manhor, but you are up. Oh, Ms. Rack, you are here. Okay, General. Let me grab Ms. Rack. Ms. Rack. So the cards that are coming up for you shows maybe I don't know if this is you saying you don't have the strength to go on, or if this is saying you have enough strength to keep carrying on. Because I'd have to pull a lot more cards. If I'm just pulling one or two cards, it's hard to get a whole. But I don't know if this is you feeling like, look, I don't have no more strength. I'm tired. I'm mentally exhausted. I'm tired. Or if this is universe, it could be partly that, but this could also be the universe saying, look, you have a lot of inner strength. Call on that inner strength. Make it work for you. It's sitting there for a reason. Use it. That inner strength you have, use it. This could also be about forgiveness. This could be about patience. This could be about a lot of things. I don't know if you need to forgive yourself for something or someone else. Remember, when we forgive, whether ourselves or somebody else, it just releases. It'll allow you to release some things so you can move forward with other things. But anyways, this is what's coming out. All right, Manure, you're up. Thank you, Ms. Rat. All right, Ashley, you are up next, Ashley. If you're still here. Yes, I see you. So, Amber, hello. All right, so Ashley, one more time. You're up. If we can close that free list also, Linksy, if you don't mind, when you get a moment. After Amber. After Amber, if we can close the free list. Yeah, let's see. All right, Sophie Abba, you are up next. Ashley's not answering, so grab Sophie. Uh-oh. Is it buffering? Is it buffering? Yeah, after Amber. Right. Thank you, Sarah. If I message a guy lovey-dovey stuff, okay, will he respond back? Okay. Let's see. Will he respond back? Hi. What are you doing, okay? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing, okay? I'm kidding. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna give it a yes. I mean, I think that I'm not sure if this is just showing like I think this is just maybe in a way this card here could be a little bit of feeling let down or could be a little focusing on the negative. And I think that's just maybe one like they maybe he won't what? I'm getting pot at. Maybe he won't, maybe he you know, but you got the world sitting here too. So this with this card to me is more of a yes. I think that first one is just more so your energy. Because that first one would say no, but the other two are saying yes. So I'm going to give it more of a yes. But, you know, take it lightly. Take it lightly. All right. Amber. You're up, Amber. Yes, no caca cards. This is true. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, over there. Okay, so he's messing with the plastic back there if you hear it. But I'm not going to go pick it all up because I'm about done anyways. It's just back in that back area that I keep it so we can mess with it. But, all right. Amber. A general, I think you asked for. Can you have a general reading? Yeah. Let me give you a general reading, Amber. Is that your energy? Okay. All right. Let's see. Amber. I think you're going to get recognized. This to me is like getting recognized for either a job well done type thing or recognized for your work or recognized for your skill, your talent type thing. Also shows you confidence in your work. And this to me is emotional happiness. So very nice. Very nice. I mean, it could be something new too or something being resolved. Doesn't matter. Emotional happiness. Very nice. Let's move to the mods. Linksy, you are up. Linksy and Sarah and whoever else is helping out in the chat. Whatever mods are helping out, you guys are up. Instead of me calling everyone separately, whoever's helped out in the chat, moderator wise, you're up. I'm gonna start doing it that way. No, that wasn't Six of Wands. This is Three of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Yep. What good news is coming towards me in love? Well, I don't know. Let's see. All right, new love cards. Chinese fortune cookie, moonology, Love Island. Okay. You welcome, Sophie Abba. All right. It's amazing how kittens, like cats, can entertain themselves. You know, I mean, I have to play with them and entertain them too. But, you know, more than I would say Like, dogs are great too, but meaning I love all animals. I grew up with dogs and cats, but cats can kind of entertain themselves a little bit better, Let me see. Lover Oracle. You're welcome, Amber. Thank you for being here. All right. So I'm guessing these lover, right? All right. I'm obsessed with you. All right, Linksy. Who you got obsessed? Let's grab one of these other ones too. I don't know which one. Let's just grab one of each. You are my missing piece. Oh, that's cute. You are my missing piece. All right, and then Chinese fortune cookie. Let's grab one. So it's a Chinese fortune cookie one. Achievement. All right, enjoy the limelight. You've earned it. Although on the family front, someone's health could cause some secret worries and sleepless nights. And then moonology and Love Island. All right. All right. You are good enough. Yes, you is. You're more than good enough. You're good enough. Full moon in Virgo. You are more than good enough. Love Island. All right. Kisses. Thistles. Unconditionally loving. Giving and receiving affection. Falling in love. All right now. Mm-hmm. And then, what good news is coming towards me in love? All right, let's see. For Linksy. I don't think I asked all night for anybody to give a like. I've noticed when I don't ask, it is a big difference in the likes. If you guys wouldn't mind giving us a like, I'd really appreciate it. Because I think a lot of people forget and maybe don't want to. That's okay. If you don't want to, don't. But if you don't mind doing it, that'd be great. I don't know why it helps. It does, with the likes, the comments, wish we wouldn't even have to ask about it, but it shouldn't matter, but it does. All right now. So you have two ones here, which is a good one. And you got two aces, woman. So, one new beginnings, You ask what is coming to you, like in love and this and that, right? I don't know if you said new. What good news is coming toward me in love? So to me, I'm seeing like moving on to better things. It is. They're showing like the end of challenging times. This could also say cut your losses and move on in something. I don't know what. Cut your losses and move on, but moving on to better things. You got two aces. I mean, very nice. Could be new emotional experience coming up for you. I mean, whether it's new or something like that's been resolved, it doesn't matter. It's emotional happiness type thing. Could be a new love offer coming in for you. And this could, I don't know if it's going to be necessary. No, it's weird because it feels like your heart, like you're healing up on something. And I don't know if there has been some things that you've gone through that's, taken this healing. But I feel like after this healing, up some. There's this new, you're going to move on from something, and it feels like something new coming in that is going to give you this emotional happiness. Like, to me, this is victory. This is mental clarity. It's you getting mental clarity, and feels like moving on from something, and emotional happiness with something else, something new type thing. What are you saying? This could also be in a situation in a way where, like moving on from past issues and let's start new with just a clean slate. It could be something like that too. And that's why I'm hesitating. I am going to go more so with new though, but it can also be something created new again. But yeah, I think I don't know. I think it's something new, but I don't know. I mean, it could be something new coming in to give you emotional happiness too. I mean, it can be. It doesn't have to be something that would, anyways. I feel like this not push and pull, or a little unsure. This is it push and pull? Is it, what am I feeling here? Looking at the card. It could also be not realizing too something. It could be pretending like there isn't a problem, and maybe there's a problem on something. So maybe it's just like best to just either cut your losses and move on with something, or just let me just show you some cards. I'm looking. I feel like, am I missing something here or no? Like I said, I don't know why they write light colored on light cards. On the bottom there's written, is like, what, who can read that stuff? Who can read that stuff? I know these cards are hard to see with the glare. There's ace. There's another ace. There's 3. There's 2. And that's what's coming out for you. There is some type of, looks like emotional happiness. Could be a new love offer type thing. Maybe meet, I don't know, but very nice. And thank you, Linksy. Thank you very much for being here and doing the list for me. I understand that you yourself are busy and stuff, so if ever you decide, you cannot, of course, like usual, I understand. I understand. So thank you, Linksy. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, Sarah, I saw something up here. Sarah, where'd it go? Okay, yin yang, lovers, in truth too, is my mom resting in peace. It was 17 years ago Thursday. Okay. This past Thursday, or 17 years ago this upcoming Thursday? Okay, wow. All right, let's see. Yin yang over here. All right, and then past Thursday. Okay. Thank you, Linksy. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. So let me scroll back up to it, because I got to scroll up and down in the chat. Let's see. Okay, yin yang. All right, that one just popped out when I'm shuffling. Guarded, vulnerability. It could be guarded. I think a lot of us, are guarded, right? Try to let that guard down just a little bit, become just Or maybe you are vulnerable. I feel like you're fairly vulnerable, but maybe also guarded. But all right. Karma, balance, justice. To me, this I feel like things are gonna go in your favor with this card. These cards are a lot like tarot cards. I mean, says oracle, but a lot of these cards are like tarot. So this to me, it is. To me, I think things are gonna like go in your favor on something. Lover's card and hidden truth too. Okay, the lovers. The lovers is the heart one. I'm grabbing from the deck. And you got this one. And it says, playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. All right. And then leave Hidden Truth 2. Small mercy and peace. All right. Hidden Truth Volume 2. I admire you. Yes. Very nice. I admire you. All right. Let's see. Is she resting in peace? Do you have a sister? How many kids did she have? Is there just two of you? Or is there three of you? Two or three? How many is there? Is it just you? I was just curious. You don't have to answer me if you don't want. Let's see. What's you? As Israel? You said it's me, sorry. You must be behind the live stream. I think are you talking about when I was dropping the cards? Because that was a bit ago. But I'm not sure if that's what you mean. You and your brother. The reason I ask is I feel like there's this energy when you ask that question of like watching over, but there is this one that could be you, this female, and then there's also this king. And I'm wondering, is this possibly like maybe a sibling, or is this something in a way that, because the feeling I get is watching over these kids, watching over these is what I get. So I'm going to answer with yes to your question. The answer is yes. Is somebody pregnant or about to be pregnant or getting like, why do I want to say she sees somebody getting pregnant? I don't know. Not doesn't necessarily mean that. Is this wondering when you're going to get, is she wondering when you're going to get pregnant? Is she, I just feel like watching over. And yes, I'm going to give a yes. Is he doing well, your brother? Like for himself? Maybe not. Anyways, that's just what I'm getting. I'm getting a yes. All right. All right. Is there anyone I'm missing? Shania. You want some oracles, Shania? Or anything? Before I take off? You guys, I'm about to take off here. Am I missing anybody? Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, Sarah. You say that, okay. This makes sense a little bit, what you just said. Makes it make sense to me more, the cards. Because remember I said, I almost get the feeling, the energy of watching over. You asked if resting fine, and I didn't answer at first. Is she resting peacefully? Is she resting fine? I didn't answer at first. And I did answer yes, because I believe it. But maybe the reason this card came up, and that's why I asked about, do you have brothers or sisters? Do you have, is it just you? Is there, how many of you? The reason I'm asking is possibly she wants you two to talk. The so is she resting peacefully? I believe she is, but maybe she could be resting more peacefully if she were to want you guys to talk, like work it out type thing. That could be why these two cards are coming up the way they were, and why I asked about what I asked about is the feeling I got type thing. So maybe she wants you guys to work it out, because one of the cards literally means balance and moderation, and it could be within everything, like with the relationship, balance, moderation, also forgiveness comes up. So maybe she wishes one of the other one would be the bigger person to forgive first. Maybe she would rest more peacefully knowing at least someone tried to, with other. So I hope that makes sense. All right. So if you guys are not helping out in the chat all night and you come in and then I was saying, if you help with the chat during the night, then I can do that. If you come in though, toward the end or something, then that's why I said, do you want a couple oracle cards or something? I can give that. If you guys weren't helping out that evening of the live stream, though, I'm not going to be giving out free questions unless you were actually helping out that evening. If that makes sense, I hope that makes sense. Otherwise, I'd be getting people free stuff like I'm doing all the time, which is fine because you guys help me. But I mean, if you know what I mean, right? Like if you come in toward the end, and that's okay. I mean, I appreciate all the help you always give me. But I'm just saying, for everybody else, for moderators, everybody else, I think if you guys come in toward the end of the night and I'm taking off, well, I'm not going to give all these oracle cards and free question but if you've been helping throughout the whole night, yeah, I'm going to do it. Does that make sense? Right. But if you weren't saying, I don't know if you were helping, were you helping on, were you give her a like and do this and do that in the chat? I didn't see it. But doesn't mean it wasn't there, because I was doing readings. So maybe you were. No, I saw it in the beginning. I think I saw you say hi or something. And I said, I think I saw it when Daniel was talking. And I don't know if I could respond at the time. But yeah. But I know. Oh, so you're saying you would have, right? Okay. I think that's what you're saying. But I just want to make it clear, because I know people come in toward and do that. And I'm like, and people are like, they just come in and get a free question from you. And I'm like, not everybody. They do help me. I've defended myself, or defending you guys. Not you particularly, meaning there wasn't an instance, but just meaning people said stuff and they continue to. But so if you guys help me out normally, but you come in toward the end of the live stream of one of the evenings, I'm not going to give out the free all that, because you guys weren't, you know what I mean? But if you're here and you're doing that, yeah, I will certainly give you free question oracle cards. But let me give you some oracle cards. Let me see. Yeah, because I don't want to be mean or rude or this, but people are like, you too nice about it. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know. So I'm going to give some oracle cards. I'm not going to take the question, but I'm going to take some oracle cards. Messages of love. Only Shania, I want to, though. I want to take it. I'm going to take her question tonight because she does help me. You do help me. But from now on, and I know I've said it, from now on, if you guys don't help out in the chat much, if you don't say, I'm not giving out the free questions, period. If you help out in the chat that night you will get it. But don't help out last night and then come in tomorrow night thinking you can get the free too if you didn't help out tomorrow night. Does that make sense? I'm not talking to you, Shania, because you help out me all the time. I'm just talking about other moderators, okay? Let's see. Well, I mean, you're included, you're a moderator, but you know what I'm saying. I hope. You help me a lot, so. Yeah, you help me a lot, so I appreciate that. But let's see. Fate. All right. This is a destined partnership. All right now. Who is it? Let's see. And then, let me be all nosy. Who is this? What are you talking about? All right. And then, soul journey. Shadow work. Okay, let me grab the soul journey. You know, I was pulling out these cards out the box, and there was one in there that was kind of like stuck in there, and it wasn't, and I grabbed it out, and I'm wondering if that's for you. So I'm going to give it to you. Imagination. All right, it says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And you can only do that if you're not blocked. So if there's anything blocking you, that creative aspect can, you know, sometimes can be blocked. But imagination. All right. And then, no, you wondering too. Like, who is that? All right. I'm sorry. I'm scrolling up and down to see. I'm going up and then back down to see what you guys say, and then back up for the cards. Shadow work is up next. Actually, let me just do this. All right. There we go. Oh, no, I still can't see it. I thought I could. There it is. Hidden truth 2. We don't share the same values. That's a hard one. And then shadow work. Compulsive behaviors. Identify your internal feelings. What are you looking to control or feel for the moment? What you looking to control or feel? I don't know. What you asking me for? Give me time to figure it out. And then we'll see. Let me take the question. Is Pisces developing romantic feelings for me? All right. Oh, man. Well, that just cracked in half. You know that fortune cookie? Well, you guys may not have been sitting here. I just knocked over and it cracked in half. It broke. Anyways, well, no big deal. Now I can get the fortune out. Well, that's been sitting here. I'm going to give Shania that fortune. You want that fortune? Or no? If you don't want it, that's okay. Let me see. Well, Shania. I'm going to, okay. I was messing with you and pausing on purpose, right? But now I'm actually hesitating because I was going to say something and now I'm not sure. Because my first, honestly, gut was just a maybe. And I know anybody can have a maybe, right? But I didn't get a very clear, like, no. I didn't get a very clear jumping yes. I just got more in the middle. But looking at the cards, I don't know who the one who's mentally exhausted or needing a break. I don't know if that's them or you or what, but somebody here is showing like this mental. I don't know if it's mental exhaustion or if that's just no. You know, like there's a couple cards here that could say no, but then it could just be, in a way, anxiety and insecurities and things like that. So that's why I'm right now hesitating. It's not a hard yes, put it that way. This is the maybe. It's weird because I feel almost looking at it like wanting to communicate, but just too tired to communicate. Would that make sense? Being mentally exhausted, like maybe wanting to communicate, saying something, but maybe a little worried also at the same time. So it's a maybe for me. And no, I don't get scared. Like ghosts and stuff. No, I was gonna say I got my guns. I don't get scared. But I got my guns and ghosts and that. No, I'm never worried or scared of ghosts because they cannot harm me. So what am I scared of? You know what I mean? They can't harm me. Now, I mean, some people might believe, oh, a ghost can harm you. I guess if you kind of give into it and, like, I think that in a way, if you believe they can, then maybe in a way they can. I don't believe they can harm you. So it don't bother me. Okay. Because did I show you the cards? I don't know if I even showed them or not. I'm sorry, but I may have. I don't know if I did or didn't. I'm sorry. This looks like the Three of Swords. It's not. That's why I thought it was at first when I saw it, but it's not. Because that's, you know, but it's not even swords, but it looked like it, but it's not. It's all right. So I'm sorry if it was a bit confusing, but I almost feel like somebody wanting to a little bit communicate, but just being too tired to, if that makes sense to you. Like if you know the person, like, yeah. Or maybe it's you being too tired, maybe. I don't know. If you're the one that's mentally exhausted, then somebody might want to, but won't, thinking, well, I'm not going to bother them. I can tell they're tired and exhausted, so I'm not even going to, you know, maybe it's something like that. Could be. All right. Because if you're the one that's been working a lot and mentally exhausted, that could be why I'm confused about it. Because maybe they want to. Like I said, I feel like maybe they want to, but maybe they won't. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. All right. And thank you guys. I'm going to take off now. I believe I got everybody done. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Shania. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you, Linksy from earlier helping. I know she's gone. Don't forget to check out her channel, A's Tarot. Oh, Surveying BTS. Sir Daniel, his channel, Surveying BTS. And he was here earlier. Don't forget to check out his channel also. All right. Thank you guys. And I will see you all on the next one. All right. Thank you.